Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Despite losing a 4-0 lead in the third period, the Blue Jackets staved off the Rangers Monday, 5-4 in overtime with a goal from Kirill Marchenko, who finished with 2 goals and an assist. CBJ 1-1 since the Olympic break and 11-2 under head coach Rick Bowness. NBA, 2 of the top 4 teams in the East battle at 8 when the 4th-place Cavs visit the 1st-place Pistons. NFL, the Jets franchise tag running back Breece Hall ahead of today's 4 p.m. deadline. Hall's tag is non-exclusive, allowing him to negotiate with other teams inside an offer sheet. In World Baseball Classic exhibition play, Team USA faces the San Francisco Giants in Scottsdale, Arizona today at 3:05. Paul Skeens to start for the U.S., which opens the WBC versus Brazil Friday at 8. This update is sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All right, here we go. Let's talk some sports. Rothman and Ice. Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes. TLC. I don't know. All I know is Reeser came in and just blew up our first segment. Like, I want to talk about the Jackets and the craziness last night, and we will. Got my other normal BS written down.
Surprise BS now.
Oh, Matty, you know how we say that what happens, sometimes I'll think of something and it'll happen? Or, I've given you a number of examples.
I've known you long enough to where it's starting to scare me a little bit, to where you'll bring up something in the sports world or a name in the sports world, and then here's their name in the news. Or you'll mention a friend of yours or something, and your phone buzzes.
Yeah.
And it's them texting or calling you.
Somebody I haven't talked to in a while.
What do you got going on over there? How are you wired,
this isn't at that level. I don't have the Powerball numbers. Some poor schlep won that in Arkansas. One guy.
Are you saying he's O's?
You're giving $250 million to one guy?
Please don't bring him up. And by the way, his Let's Talk Some Sports is a new drop for you off the top. Dude. It was great. It was great.
I wish I were wrong.
I mean, that's rivaling. It's a gauntlet.
Come on.
Oh, what are our favorite Rothman drops? That's a good surprise.
All right.
BS.
You guys have to slow down a little bit. One guy in Arkansas, $250 million.
We got a name?
No, I assume they can be anonymous.
Okay.
I wouldn't want anybody to know my name if I won $250 million.
I would not
$250 million.
What's that after?
Of one over the fence.
That is the wrong one.
Ultra Lake fence.
What is that after taxes? You guys are the math guys.
Cash value on is about $118.
Okay, give me the lump sum. Yep.
Just cash it out.
Yep, give me all that.
The cash out.
You won't hear from me ever again, except on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right here on the
So
Fan.
they've been running this Powerball. That's so. It's good and bad. I've never, I disagree with it, but I also admire it.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people that say, if you retire, what would you do? You're going to get bored and all that. I don't know. Everybody I've talked to that's retired, nobody has told me that it's overrated. So here we are. So they've been playing this Powerball for the last 30, I don't know how many years. Let's see.
Make up a number. Just make up a number.
Maybe 32 years.
There we go.
Carry the
and it's hit nearly 200 times. So some states have had more luck than others. We're not one of them. Indiana, Bo always rails on Indiana. Guess what? They're handing out Powerball winners there.
See, Uncle Bo's got some beef with Indiana?
Apparently, yes.
Oh, okay.
Which I understand. He doesn't like the construction and the way the architects, Vandalay Industries, right. Who could not...
I'm sure he's a St. Elmo's guy. He's not above that.
Did St. Elmo drop his reservation on accident?
Maybe he had to go to Mole, Freckles' ugly cousin next door at Harry and Izzy's, and they had to dumbwaiter that three shrimp over instead of 4. By the way, their menu looks amazing.
Oh, yeah, you were reading that to me, and I was like, okay, they're doing it right next door.
I don't think it's like Major League and AAA. I think I'm more than happy to go to Harry and Izzy's now after seeing that menu.
It's a nice menu for sure.
So there are states like the other states like Missouri and Minnesota and Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, they all rank top 5 for the most Powerball winners. Wisconsin, you zip in, you get a Powerball, you zip out.
Wait, give me those states again real quick.
Indiana, Missouri, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, top 5 for most Powerball winners.
So not a single
to move.
Not a single West Coast state in the top 5. Interesting. But it's in a certain pocket of the country ish.
Yeah, they got enough winners out there in Nevada. They got Vegas,
Arizona's, Cali's, none of that going on, huh? Okay.
So anyway, one guy won it.
Good for him,
250.
man. Good for him.
Yeah, it resets it a
Oh my gosh.
paltry 20 mil. That's not even worth playing. By the time you pay taxes, I mean, you can't even set yourself up for
It
life.
is sad that you guys don't believe me that I would come in here. Actually, well, there's the kind of the where it gets, goes a little left, whether or not I would physically be in the building. My voice would be on the airwaves 3 days a week. Would I be here?
We'd be
I
hearing
don't know.
ocean waves
I
in
might
the
be
background.
south of France somewhere. You don't know where I
Would you be
where I may
live?
Monaco.
Would you be live or recorded?
We'd
Hey,
be hearing
guys.
some F1 race cars zooming in the background.
Exactly. That would be fun.
Guys, I can tape an interview today. Are you available? Maddie, we do this show live, 12 to 3. You're either with us or you're not.
So I know for you this is one of your favorite days on the sports calendar. It's franchise tag deadline day. You've always loved to tag them and bag them. That's kind of your motto in life, tag them and bag them. And so here we are. And we'll keep everybody posted on that. But
Well, somebody did get tagged today.
yes, they did.
Yeah.
Brees Hall, running back for
running back.
for the
Guys with short shelf lives that still have gas in the tank, that still are valuable to their team, but no one wants to commit long term. If you're not Saquon Barkley or Derrick Henry.
I just wanted
or
to get
CMC.
you going. I just wanted to get you going.
I didn't even know you were bringing that up.
Quickly, Shefty literally just tweets this. Seattle is not going to tag Kenneth Walker. So K9 looking like he'll be an unrestricted free agent. So there you go.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk more about that as we go along the way. So this is one of those where the jacket game was, first of all.
It was crazy is what it was.
I'm going to tell you, this is not a lie.
I was shook.
This is not a lie. I was texting last night.
Fire up the gong, whoever this is.
No, it's not. It's
Who is it?
I don't care if it's Whiskey Paul. I'm still playing it.
It's got who is it, AR? Just don't even be
I
shy
can
about
protect
it.
I'll protect the innocent. I mean, I don't.
Look how
need-
long he's taking to scroll to go find this. He had a lot of people texting him. last
No.
night.
I'm scrolling back with that individual conversation.
Can we get
I'm getting back to the start of it.
position or title that they've held for a
Coach.
certain?
All right, here we go.
For which team?
Here we go.
That's all. It's I can go ahead, AR. Do your thing.
His
All
name is John Tortorella.
His name is Brad Larson.
Oh, that's actually a good point. You're right. What was I thinking?
Go ahead, AR. The floor is yours.
The guy who's been on the show three
said,
times in the past 2
I
weeks,
wrote-
probably him.
I wrote and I said, let's see. Elvis, I said Elvis may be in line for the Vezina with another blanking. Okay. Now I've nicknamed myself to him the Cooler. I am the Cooler.
And that happened last night.
Oh, I am the Cooler. In fact, I need to get hired. I may apply for some big Vegas hotel and say, bring me in, show me your hottest player, and just let me wander on over there. I'll change the vibe.
I'm the Cooler.
So
Yeah.
he's like, don't polish up the trophy for him just yet. And I said, too late. The engraver's warming up. He's like, it's your funeral. He goes, I'll watch from the sidelines. And I just said, I just laid 4.5 goals. Like, this is at 4-0. I go, I just laid 4.5. We're getting an empty netter and a shutout. Now, this is not a joke.
Live betting's a mistake,
I said,
Rothman.
He goes, I'm not sure what that means because none of these coaches know about gambling, which they shouldn't. But I do know you reference yourself as the Cooler. And I go, the Jackets have to win by 5 or more to reward the Cooler. This is the exact text I get back before puck drops third period. No joke. Oh, that's not happening. Might end up 5-4 win, Jackets in overtime.
Attaboy, Brad Larson.
That's
And
before
listen, folks,
puck drop.
AR just showed me the text. That's not a lie. That is, my goodness, what a call.
Then I was like, I don't want to deal with that. I go, will Sully pull Igor down 4? That's all I want to know. He's like, he could. And he goes, I didn't see the goals against. If he struggled, then yeah, it could definitely happen. 30 seconds into the third, goal. 24 seconds later, goal. And that's when if some hotel would hire me with my record of cooling hot streaks, Sully, if the Rangers win that game, he probably sends me a thank you note. 2 goals in 54 seconds. You remember when I was talking to a certain head coach, fantasy playoffs last year in hockey, and I said, Maddie, and I went for like 45 minutes. I've like cultivated this. I've got this all figured out. Yes. And I'm like, I know the goalie that I'm going to. Fantasy gods are real. I'm going to get this goalie today, and it's going to win me a fantasy title. And I signed Casey DeSmith. Casey DeSmith gave up. They had a 4-1 lead, I believe, with a minute to go in the game. Mm-hmm. This has never happened in over 100 years of hockey. I pick him up, and it happens. They give up 3 goals. He gives up 3 goals in the final minute of the game, and they lose in overtime. I am the cooler. I win bets. But when I talk him up a little bit, it has the opposite effect.
Ice, pop quiz. What phrase in that last sentence is going to be a drop on this show?
There was multiple right there.
I know, but he said 3 words, and he said it pretty defiantly, too.
I win bets.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be hearing that again.
Look up the Casey DeSmith debacle. It was one of the greatest, worst things that have ever happened.
I do remember
But
that.
we will talk.
Whoop. No.
I
didn't shoot the gap. You go ahead.
Sorry. I do want to talk about that game, though, because I think most of us believe that if they would have lost that game last night, I don't know this for sure. The best part is they have a game tonight. Like, that would have been the best part. You don't have to sit on it. But you think to yourself, do you come back from this? They didn't have Z last night. They survived. There was some stupid stuff that happened, but the fact that Bones learned more about his team last night maybe in that way than he has in all the games he's had him for. All right, Maddie, we're going to come back. We'll dip into the NFL pool. Is this the best player in the draft? And is it stupid to even say that? That's next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Wake up with the Fan. Eat lunch with the Fan. Go to bed with the Fan. Dream about the Fan. Then change your sheets. Gross.
Ew, you guys are gross, but stick around in case I don't find anyone else.
The Fan.
Want to start testosterone therapy? Don't settle for one-size-fits-all doses from your doctor or pay hundreds out of pocket at a TRT franchise. At Low T Center, you can get insurance-covered TRT customized to your body for maximum effectiveness and safety. Low T Center continues to lead the industry in TRT. And this month, enjoy a free men's T test and discounted peptides while supplies last. Head to lowtcenter.com and sign up for your free test today. That's lowtcenter.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free. Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free. Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Hey, Columbus, big news. For a limited time, get Uber One free for a full year so you could save on food and rides. That's a $96 value on us. Just use code Columbus. Get 1 year of $0 delivery fees, 10% off eligible food and grocery orders, and up to 6% Uber One credits on rides. Sign up for this limited time offer today using code Columbus and save big with Uber One. Offer valid through 3/31/26. Savings and $0 delivery fee on eligible orders and rides only. Fees and terms apply. See app for details.
Get your car ready for spring adventures. This month at your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location, buy 3 select tires and get 1 free. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends March 31st. See store for details.
For more than 25 years, Brothers Roofing and Construction has been serving Central Ohio with dependable roofing, siding, and exterior repairs. We do the job right. We communicate effectively and stand behind our work. So when quality matters, call Brothers Roofing and Construction.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
When we make time to read with kids, children get the message that reading is important and fun. When we read books that have characters of all races, backgrounds, genders, and abilities, students can discover their own voices and learn from the voices of others. I'm Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing. As we take part in Read Across America celebrations this week and all year round, please join the OEA in celebrating our nation of diverse readers so we can set up all Ohio students for success.
Jake Diebler's Buckeyes hit the road for a Big Ten battle with Penn State.
Live fan coverage starts Wednesday night at 6:30.
Every game, every season. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Rain develops throughout the day today, and we could have moderate to heavy downpours at times, so safe travels and watch out for those slick spots. Temperatures will get up right around 50 degrees this afternoon, and then for tonight, rain continue into the Wednesday forecast. We'll get down into the 40s tonight, and then for Wednesday, a mild day ahead with scattered showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder and highs in the mid to upper 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
If the sound of another man slammed against plexiglass turns you on, you've come to the right place. Proud to be your home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Anthony's hidden talent is weaving a movie quote into every conversation. It's mostly not annoying. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
So last week, I told you that I'm not the earbud guy, and you were so nice and sent off to Amazon for an old school Bluetooth, which I've been getting a lot of use of.
Okay.
Around the house.
Good, man. Just looking out for my boy.
Around the house. You know.
Wait, is that you don't want to be seen in public with that thing yet?
We're not sure yet. When I go into my side gig of being like a Lyft driver, then I think we're okay.
Ooh, okay.
Or some sort of.
I think you'd be good at that.
Yeah,
I think
I'd love that.
You'd probably want to cut it off at a certain time, though, because I don't know if you want to be scooping up people at 1 a.m., 2 a.m.
Probably not.
You never know what you're getting with that.
Get a good dash cam if you're going to do that.
Some people have that for sure. But, yeah, you probably want to be in the crib, AR, by 7, knowing you. Shut it down. From lunch to 7, you know?
Right.
Nice little
I think
gig.
it's fine.
Yeah, I think you do well.
So I was no earbud shamed in the fitness center today. It happened.
Good.
You said it was good.
I told you that was a flag on the play. That's 15-yard penalty by you, man.
Really?
Yeah, you can't be.
There's music blaring. There's people talking, and my phone is the problem.
Who called you out? Was it Mad Max?
No. It was just some guy. I was on the bike, and a guy comes up to get on the next bike, and in full passive aggressiveness says, "You got your earbuds today?" And I said,
"Sure you."
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'll turn it down.
Okay.
And then he says, "Oh well, I thought you had them. Well, if I had them, I'd be wearing them." And number two, then he says, "Well, I'll be putting mine in a minute, so." Well,
so why'd you say anything?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm team you with that.
Exactly. That was it.
If you're coming in with your own headphones, you can't really cross over into your lane and say like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah, if you don't have them and you don't want to listen to what then I totally understand.
Yeah, okay.
But it happened. You said it was going to happen, and it happened.
It's just it's a thing that when walking around a grocery store or whatever, and people are on their phone and it's on speaker, it's just like, really, like what are we doing here? Now, here's the question for you. Are you going to start a little rivalry with this guy, maybe? And when you see him, you're going to crank up the phone even more.
A buddy of mine was there, and I told him, I'll leave his name out of it too. I told him.
Brad Larson?
No, I told him, he said to me, all right, he goes, that was bound to happen. He goes, you probably have another 2 to 3 tops of some interchanges before this gets physical.
No, come on. Come on, man.
And I said, like, it was funny. He said, in social situations, like when these things happen, he goes, you probably have another 2 to 3, like, interactions where then things just could go real south.
I don't think you would take it there,
Of course not.
Yeah,
I would hope not.
I would
Over
hope,
that?
I would hope not. If he comes into your space, though, you might have to put the pause on him, AR. I'll bail you out.
I'm not in the... I got one good fight left. Don't make it be you.
Hey,
I'm not going to the end of the world for earbuds.
Rothman.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as I once was.
But I'm as good once as I ever was. I love it.
Thank you.
All right. So
See,
anyway,
if you can start doing music quotes at me, I can catch those. I can't catch the movie quotes.
Listen, I'm just saying, man, this dude comes into your space.
You got an entourage.
You know what I'm saying? Hit him with a little uppercut.
Got anything to say to me? Talk to him first.
Yeah.
I want you to meet my bodyguard. His name is Matty Ice. Got anything to say to me? Say it to him first.
I thought we were going to have to rumble in the jungle at Muirfield a couple years ago.
All right. That was just a fun little back and forth.
No, you were about that action right there. Because I was there.
Because I had J-Lou.
J-Lou was there. I was there. Who was the golfer that was playing slow? Cantley?
Who's Cantley?
So we were at whatever hole. And
I had a little money on him. All right.
And some guy was like blurting out how slow
Hurry up.
He's playing. And he goes like, hurry up. And AR goes, wait, what did you say? Who cares? Or something like that.
I'm like, what do you care? And you're not playing. He's not holding you up.
And the guy didn't say anything.
No, he didn't.
But you never know.
I was between you and J-Lou and my friend SK, and I think we were okay.
Yeah, you were good, man. We had your back. But if he would have popped off, then I would have said something, and then his boy may have said something, and then Fish would have had to come bail both of us out.
My goodness.
2 hosts at the fan in jail for fighting.
Quit rushing my golfer.
I might get promoted.
Look at the angle he just took. That was the lesson learned from that conversation.
He's like one of the little squires.
I'm
like
surprised
next in line.
You should have said more.
You know, like Game of Thrones, you're next in line for the throne, and you don't mind if the person above you maybe gets poisoned or something like that.
Right.
Like
somebody comes in with a crossbow.
Yeah, that's kind of his vibe right now. Looking at the Iron Throne.
I'll start coming over and be like, Rothman, he just called you a this and that. He didn't call you that. I'm just trying to fire you up.
I'm going to stay 10 more years just because of that comment.
He talked bad about your mom. Like, go over there and teach him a lesson.
Great psychology. Why did he just say something bad about my mother?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into the best. I think this is stupid. I think in football, you can't say this guy's the best player. I just don't think you can. They all play different positions. Could you be maybe more well-rounded than others in a way? Are you comparing, like, why would I say that the best running back is the best player over the best receiver? Well, I guess then the logical answer would be if you were saying, well, I feel that there's a level that this running back is at that the best receiver isn't viewed in the same light. Like, it's not even across the board because this has been said about this player. Right? Jeremiah Love.
Yes, Jeremiah Love, TLC's guy. I think we have some Dan Orlovsky sound, ESPN analyst, talking about how he views Love going into draft season.
Who do you think is the best player in the draft?
Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame. This young man put on an absolute show when it comes to physical talent and athletic ability at the combine. To be his size and to run 4.36 coming off of his performance in his career at Notre Dame, I know he's not going to go number 1 overall. That is more than likely going to be Fernando Mendoza. But when it comes to the best player in the draft, that's Jeremiah Love.
I've been hearing that all season long, from Mel, Mike, and the question is just about the position, right? How high are you willing to take a running back? Because there's no pick that's too high for the talent in this case.
Correct. And there were even some teams that said he could play receiver at the NFL. So I think going into the draft, we said, he'll just go to Kansas City at 9.
Nah.
I agree with Dan. He's top 5 because he's so explosive. You take that time speed with 42 career touchdowns, Greeny. I can see John Harbaugh, first pick as a New York Giant, say, hey, we're going to build around this guy.
No shot he falls to number 9.
best player in the draft.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Why is he better than Carnell Tate, Caleb Downs, David Bailey? Like, why is he better? What is it? Because I would follow up, and I'm not like crushing him. I'm asking a serious question.
Yeah.
Is he so much better than those guys, like I said before? Is he at a higher level, running back-wise, than those guys are at receiver or edge guy?
I guess in Dan Orlovsky's mind, the answer would be yes to that question. He is a no-doubt home run hitter. The dude is absolutely electric. You look at his numbers the last 2 years, and they're eye-popping. They're silly what he's been able to do, and he's got, 90-yard touchdown runs. He's got a whole bunch of just chunk plays that he has racked up as a Notre Dame Golden Domer. And so this is all about a fit thing. Now, Dan at the end saying that there's no chance of him being at 9, that would surprise me. I could absolutely see him going to Kansas City at 9 there, maybe even New Orleans at 8 with where they are. He's going to go very high. I do know this, though. If you want to get a cream of the crop running back, you can't really find too many of those guys beyond the first and second round. Like, you look at the running backs right now around the NFL that are the top dogs, and you look at CMC and Derrick Henry and Saquon, Bijan, Jahmyr Gibbs, even Jonathan Taylor. These are all first and second round picks. And so we could argue all day about how high is too high with a running back. But if he is what they're telling us he is, and I think he has a chance to be that, you are going to have to grab him early. And then it comes to fit, and is your team ready to drop in a running back that high of a draft pick? Like, I look at Arizona and Tennessee, like maybe they're not ready for that, but Kansas City needs offensive spark right now. And so I can understand why they would pull the trigger on him at 9.
Most NFL teams that don't have Derrick Henry or Saquon Barkley are going with the committee approach. They are. That's where this NFL is. And if you go look at the carries, there were how many guys had 300 or more carries in the NFL this year?
4.
Exactly. 4. Jonathan Taylor, Christian McCaffrey, James Cook, and Derrick Henry. That's great.
Rev your motorcycle.
He's a home run hitter. I'm with you. He's a 3-phase guy. But if he's going to be your workhorse, he saw. How many times did Jeremiah Love carry it 20 or more times for Notre Dame?
Probably not a lot
during his career.
Probably not a lot because of Prince, right?
Price,
thank you.
Yeah.
He's a dude, too.
It wouldn't have been until later of this season.
This has your theme music written on it. I just asked you, how many times did he get 20 or more carries during his career?
I'm going to say only twice because they didn't start to really ride Jeremiah Love until the Heisman started to become a thing.
You're close, but no theme music. You were very close. You can't play it. You cannot play it as much as you want to.
That's fair. What's the answer?
Either 1 or 3?
3.
3 times. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Very close.
I wouldn't be scared of taking him in the first round. I wouldn't. I think he's that good.
No.
I think he's that good.
All right, we're going to come back with Ryan Roberts, Rise and Draft, get his opinion on whether someone should certainly reach for a running back. Rothman Ice on the Fan. I win bets.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads can quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. To get started, find an agent at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Hey, it's Bo Bishop here. You've heard me talk about High Bank Spirits, but the food is just as good. Brunch worth planning your weekend around. Seasonal dinners perfect for date night or game night. Plus, kids eat half off every Monday. Find menus and locations at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
Remember what sunshine feels like? Windows open, birds chirping, everything looking fresh and new. Spring is closer than you think, and so are those home projects on your to-do list. Maybe winter left its mark. A small leak that's getting bigger, shingles that didn't survive the snowstorms, or siding that's clearly seen better days. Whatever your home is facing, our team of professionals at Newman Roofing are here to help. For more than 34 years, Newman Roofing has been helping homeowners protect what matters most. From your first phone call, you'll notice the difference. Passionate and committed people who care about doing the job right. And with over 1,000 5-star Google reviews, you don't have to take our word for it. If your roof, siding, or gutters need attention, call the family company you can trust, Newman Roofing. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof this spring, get a Newman roof.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
These two have a ton in common. Anthony loves hockey, and Matty's always cold. This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, perfect guy to have on, our guy, Ryan Roberts. NFL draft, Rise and Draft, all sorts of good stuff. He's with us now on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fangist hotline. Good to have you, my man.
I appreciate you guys. How are you?
We're great, and we appreciate you coming on because we just had a conversation about Jeremiah Love. And listen, everyone knows he's a home run hitter. He's a very good player. Where are you on teams that would consider him? When does that start in this draft?
Yeah, it's a really fun conversation because if you ask me leading up to the combine, and, I think some people kind of overemphasize the combine at times just based on some things that they hear. But I do think just kind of generally speaking, after talking to a bunch of people in Indy, I do think that before the combine, I thought that the sweet spot was probably 8 and 9 with the New Orleans Saints and Kansas City Chiefs. Leaving that week, I actually think that the clock starts way earlier than that. Like, I think the Tennessee Titans at number 4 are going to have substantial interest in Jeremiah Love. I think the Arizona Cardinals, even at 3, could also have interest in Love. So what I perceive to be kind of the sweet spot for them in that 8 to 9 range, I actually think that could be the floor for Jeremiah Love. Like, at this point, I've seen him mock a bunch, with the Dallas Cowboys in the past and kind of making it more into like the early teens. I really, at this point, think that there is a very slim chance, barring something a medical thing that I don't know about right now, but barring something just unforeseen, that he falls out of the top 10. So I think it's going to be somewhere between 3 and 9, and I do think that 9 right now to Kansas City is kind of the floor.
So as you know, usually when we're coming out of the combine and this time of year, we're really locked in on the quarterbacks, but coming out of Indy, it seemed like there was so much conversation about Sonny Styles and the performance that he cooked up over there on the turf in Indy. And so now that you've seen the tape, you've watched him on Saturdays, and that has now paired with what you saw him do at the NFL Combine, like a team fit for him. When you look at the teams picking in that top 10, top 15 range, is there an ideal fit for Sonny Styles in the NFL right out of the gate?
Well, the great thing about Sonny is that with him being, that former safety that played like a lot of mid-hole in 2023 for Ohio State before he grew into his body the last 2 years, I think he can fit anywhere, and I don't think it's cliche to say that because a guy that is 6'5", 245 pounds and runs 4.46 and has a 43.5-inch vert, and has experience playing out in space and stacked, I think he can play anywhere. So I really thought that before the event that Sonny was going to go somewhere probably like the top 7 or 8 picks, in that ballpark. I find it hard to believe that he's going to get out of the top 5 now, just kind of generally speaking because the other part of it, and we don't talk about it enough, is that, the medicals and the character stuff is obviously a big part of this process as well. And Sonny Styles is the guy that uses consistently in Indianapolis, he has some of the best character in the entire class. So I think when you kind of boil all that stuff together and he doesn't have a big medical red flag in his background or any of that type of stuff, I can make an argument that he would be a great fit in Aaron Glenn's defense at number 2. I also think that Tennessee is another one that, if Jeremiah Love, let's say, just goes hypothetically to Arizona at 3, I think he would be a tremendous fit in Robert Sala's defense next to Cedric Gray because they kind of need that more rangier type of will linebacker, a guy that can play in space, that can drop to the middle of the field. So I really think either the Jets or Tennessee makes a whole lot of sense. But regardless, I just don't think that Sonny's getting out of the top 5 anymore.
So our friend Ryan Roberts, he is at Rise and Draft on X. He is the college football analyst, A to Z Sports, and covering the league. He's on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fangist hotline. All right, after the quarterbacks through, give me your take on them right now. Let's lead with Ty Simpson, and he got a fairly good grade coming out of the combine. Now, I don't know what that really means, throwing on air, but you tell me, did he change anybody's mind just from this weekend?
I don't think the throwing portion changed anybody's mind because I think that it was generally just assumed that it would be a good setting for him because he does throw an accurate, good ball when he's in rhythm. But I think the biggest thing for Ty this week, dealing with a lot of the durability concerns in 2025, was I think he needed to come in and just kind of look healthy, look physically put together. And I think that he showed up after playing probably more in like the 205 range this past year for Alabama. He showed up and he was physically better put together. Like he was filling out his shirt a lot better. He was over 210 pounds. He was like 211. I think there's still room to grow. So I think evaluators just want to be able to trust Ty, because he already has the one-year starter thing coming out of Alabama. But if he has a durability thing on top of it, you kind of get a little bit spooked. But I think him looking physically better, looking healthy, I think that was a big thing because, his dad's a college coach and he fits that cliche. And we know that he's going to interview really well. We know that he's going to do well on the board. But I just think really looking better physically was a big thing for Ty Simpson. So he has firmly put himself at quarterback 2. I think he was quarterback 2 before the event. I think he's quarterback 2 afterwards. The question now becomes is where does Ty fit into this draft? Is a team willing to draft him, let's say, inside the top 10 picks? Is he a more mid-first round guy? Is he a late first round guy? I will say that before the event, I did think that there's a possibility he could slide to the early second round. I think it's pretty highly likely at this point that he does go top 32. I'm just curious to see exactly what juncture of the first round he ends up going in.
When you heard, or maybe you have, maybe you haven't, when you heard Todd McShay say, I could see him going as high as 6 to Cleveland, how did you react to that?
It's possible. I don't necessarily disagree with Todd because it's one of those things where there's a quarterback tax always, right? And players, even if they're not the number one player in the draft, they're going to get drafted number 1 overall if they're in the shouting distance because the quarterback position is so high. And guys that are late first rounders are going to get pushed up at the top 15, and second rounders are going to get pushed up into the mid-first. It happens every single year. It just consistently does. So I do think that it's possible that a team like the Cleveland Browns decides to pull the trigger there because Cleveland has, I think, the 24th pick. So they want to make sure they get their guy if they are dead set that he is their guy. So I think that it's possible that he could go potentially top 10. I still would probably put the high money on it being more like mid-late first round, but I would not be shocked if a team of desperation did decide to make that decision earlier than we anticipate.
All right, let's get into Ruben Bain here a little bit because he may be a guy that's maybe some Bengal fans are interested in when, you look at all the help that they need on defense. So the measurements come out, and look, the arm length was – alarming for some, I guess. When you look at that specific trait that he has or maybe lack thereof in your mind, how caught up are you on that as a draft analyst and grinding the tape the way that you do when that type of thing comes out? Is that a major concern for you or not that big of a deal?
It's a concern for sure for 2 different reasons. I think one is when you're betting on an outlier, which Ruben Bain is, he could be a successful outlier or he could be a failed outlier. We'll see what ends up happening there. But since 1999, if you look at and filter everything, you can go to Mock Draftable and do your own work on this if you want, anybody listening out there. But when you look at guys that have 31 or sub 31-inch arms, and you can even filter it up to 31, it's like there's just no historical evidence that a player of this body type has been successful in the NFL, at least since 1999. You just don't have that. So if I'm a team betting on an outlier and I have no historical data in the last 27 years to say, oh, it can work, we can make it work, that's troubling. And people will say, who cares about the arm length? Well, for guys that are investing millions of dollars into a player, they're going to care about historical data, right? So I think that's troubling a little bit. But the reason that I just still have my question marks about Ruben Bain, it's not the raw number. Because I do think that I'd be willing to bet on him as being a good player. But when we're talking about a guy that's a potential top 5 pick, or at least a top 7-8 pick, somewhere in that ballpark, I do think that the projection that Ruben Bain brings to the table is more as a good football player and not an elite one, because it's not just the arm length and the ability to play outside of his frame. It's that when you have that issue, you need to be able to overcompensate in some other way, whether that is closing speed or whether that is the ability to play with outrageous power or a combination of things. And I think that the thing that I look at with Ruben Bain is that I don't think he's going to consistently finish plays in the NFL as a pass rusher. I think he's going to cause a lot of havoc. I think he's going to have a bunch of pressures. But I think if you're drafting a guy in the top 5, you want a guy that can also finish. And when you combine his lack of length with what I perceive to be average to slightly below average closing speed, I think that you're just going to have a guy that's a good player, undoubtedly, but is he a guy that you should be investing a top 5 pick in as a historical outlier? That's where kind of people lose me a little bit with Ruben Bain.
Real quick in our last minute, Ryan, outside of Fernando Mendoza, who is the highest ranked Indiana Hoosier that you have on your board?
It's Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver. He is a near lock, I think, at this point, just about to be a first-round pick. You know, there's other good prospects like Elijah Surratt, Eden Fisher, and D'Angelo Pons. D'Angelo Pons will probably be the third on that list in terms of where they go off the board. But I really do think that Omar Cooper Jr. has a strong chance to go inside of the first round. Should go earlier maybe than even some people anticipate. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes top 25, because he's kind of that dense, physical, after-catch receiver that's kind of all the rage in today's game. So I think it's Omar Cooper Jr. somewhere in the late first rounds.
Caden McDonald, a first-rounder, or is he on the bubble?
I think he's on the bubble, but so he should be a first rounder in my opinion. I think that his floor is so high, but I do think that some people are going to overthink him a little bit just because he's not he doesn't project to be a great pass rusher, but he's a nose tackle. So I'm more worried about the floor than I am of the ceiling. I would very happily take him in the first round, but I do think he's kind of just on that bubble of whether he's going to be a late first round pick or he's going to be an extremely early second rounder.
He is a mountain of knowledge, man. That's why we ring him up. He is our friend Ryan Roberts at Rise and Draft. Follow him on the X, NFL Draft, college football analyst, A to Z Sports. My man, we'll be ringing you back soon. Thank you.
Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.
You too. Ryan was on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. We come back with Party Like a Roth Star, Rothman Ice and the Fan.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL, 614-962-7355, or selltohometeam.com.
There's an old story about cat toys that's been retold for over 20 years because it perfectly explains who we are. This is Dennis Sullivan, president of Care Heating and Cooling. Years ago, a couple who shared their house with 3 cats had another company out to look at their furnace. After working on it, the technician said it was dangerous and had to be replaced. The couple called Care for a second opinion, and my dad Mike went out to help them. When he inspected the furnace, the cause of the problem became obvious. A cat toy had been stuffed into the heat exchanger. With the toy removed, the furnace ran perfectly. Now, how did the toy get there? You can decide for yourself, but here's what mattered then and still matters now. The first company paid commissions to their service techs to sell new furnaces. At Care, we pay our technicians to fix furnaces, not sell you a new one. And if a new furnace is needed, our team of replacement specialists will advise you on all options available and help you make your best choice. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Aetna was there for me as I was going through a rough medical patch this year. I had peace of mind, which helped with my healing.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when requested. We show up with the latest in online tools for easier access to healthcare. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP. an Elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Welcome back to That Lux Life. It's your boy, Will Winmore. Today's guest, the millionaire ball from the new Ohio Lottery Daily Draw game, Millionaire for Life. Hey-o! So if a player matches 5 numbers and the millionaire ball number, they win $1 million a year for life. Hey-o! Or $100,000 a year for life if they match just 5. Hey-o! Millionaire for Life is the game. Millionaire Ball is his name. Play Ohio's newest daily draw game for your chance to win for life. Players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
We at The Fan have created a show where you can be a homer, a hater, or whatever you want to be. Sunday mornings at 8.
It's the Fan Call-In Show, presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Want to know anything about the Fan's contests, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Let's all gather into the Kiki. It's time to party like a Roth star.
All right, Ice, here we go. Who's leading off?
Go ahead, get in the box. Get in the box and hit a leadoff dinger for us, would you?
So there's a pressure on being perfect, and the fact that the Red Hawks have met that moment has been pretty amazing. Their coach, Travis Steele, was fined $2,500, and now he has to reimburse Western Michigan for breaking some audio equipment after his little halftime outburst when they beat the Broncos by a bucket. He was frustrated by the late first half call. He confronted the refs, shoved a speaker near the scorer's table while he was heading to the locker room, got a tee for it, and now he's going to have to stroke a check for $2,500. But the real reason I'm putting this in party was certainly for the game winner. And Trey Perry, and they were a little depleted. He lifted them to a win. Remember, they were 29-0. They got to 29-0. Dramatic fashion on Friday night. It took literally everything they had to pull this game out, considering the fact that they were down, what were they down? 9 with about 7 to go, I think. And they got it back, and they had a chance in a tie game, and here's Trey Perry.
To get to 29-0. Here's Perry working on Ryan. It's going to be Trey Perry. The left hand, and it goes for Trey Perry. And the foul. And Trey Perry wins it for the Red Hawks. Unbelievable. Trey Perry, the freshman from Liberty Township, Ohio, comes up big in the biggest moment of the game.
Yeah, Lakota East, and he was a 3-time captain there, first-team all-conference, 1,000-point scorer in high school, and here they are, still undefeated, and you know they're getting everybody wants to wreck the no-hitter, and they're hearing it from every side about how they probably don't belong unless they just win everything and then win their conference tournament, and then maybe people will believe. I mean, it's hard for me to know. All I know is they're the 19th ranked basketball team in the country. So that should tell you enough that people think that despite their schedule strength not being great, they're certainly worthy of getting in the tournament if they don't falter here down the stretch. So 29-0, still partying. They will play Toledo tonight at 7 o'clock. It's at home, so they should win. They just cracked Toledo by 14 the last time they played them, but we know trying to get to 30-0 carries pressure. So, but right now, the Red Hawks and Trey Perry still partying like a Roth star.
I like it. We have officially entered March, and so as we know, March Madness is right around the corner. You start to eye some of these teams that you may slot into your Final Four, maybe even win it all. And I feel like I watched one of those teams last night because the Arizona Wildcats, these dudes are for real. They ain't messing around. They took on Iowa State last night and gave Iowa State absolutely nothing. 25 points for Iowa State in the first half. I like the combination of what they have up and down their roster. The freshman Koa Pete, presence inside. He's coming back from an injury. So he'll start to round into his form, I think, over the next game or two, or maybe even week or two. We shall see. But then they have another freshman in Braden Burries, who's an absolute bucket as well. Both those guys will probably go in the first round. They got size. They got athleticism. They got bucket getters on the inside and the outside. Cats are number one in the Big 12 in points per game and second nationally in rebounds. So they clean up on the offensive boards and the defensive boards as well. Played in a tough conference, as we all know this year. So they've been tested a lot. And just yesterday, I was really impressed with what those dudes were cooking up out there on the floor. So I'm going Arizona. Their hoop squad, they are partying like a raw star.
Yeah, they're right there. And they're really balanced. They play so well offensively and defensively. I'm glad you mentioned Iowa State, too, because that's no cupcake.
No.
Like, that's a legit team.
Yeah.
All right. So I ran across this on Twitter over the weekend, and it was a letter written from the Scottie Pippen collection, or on the Scottie Pippen collection from Sotheby's for the auction site. And it says, "To whom it may concern," this was written by Scottie Pippen. "I had never asked Michael over all the years for anything, and certainly nothing autographed. I had seen him sign and give away so many pairs of shoes. But after the gold medal game, Dream Team, it was just me, Michael, and Charles Barkley in the locker room. There was stuff laying all over the floor. Charles asked Michael for his uniform, if I'm not mistaken, and I said, 'Let me get them shoes.'
Come on, man.
And I asked him to sign them, and I kept them all these years. It was a piece that felt like it was an award that I had gotten. I knew that those shoes were going to be known all over the world because we had just put basketball on a new international stage. I put them in my bag, and that was it. And it was officially notarized and signed by Scottie Pippen because I guess they're auctioning off perhaps the shoes. But what I got out of that letter was not that. Does Charles Barkley have Jordan's Dream Team uniform? Because if he's sitting on a $25 million uniform, I would really like to know this story. So I searched a little more, and there was a story that was written a year ago, and Barkley admitted, I got Jordan's, but it's his practice jersey, stealing Dream Team gear during the 92 Olympics. And I guess he went home with some incredible collection that he plans to auction off someday. I don't know. He goes, every day I was stealing stuff. This is Barkley admitting this. And you know the roster. It's all Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
It's Magic and Larry and, of course, Jordan.
Christian Lee.
And it was during one of those Dream Team practices that I guess he said, we're all stealing from each other because I got some Michael stuff. I got a Michael Jordan practice jersey, a warm-up. I got a Magic Johnson warm-up. I was feeling like it was loading. Every day I was stealing stuff. That's the stuff I'm going to auction off. So I guess Charles, who doesn't really need money, has this incredible collection from the Dream Team that should be like a traveling circus.
I like that. I like it. Last candidate for me. It's one of our own. We got to show some love to Paul Keels. An announcement came out yesterday that Paul is going to be inducted into the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame. The voice of the Buckeyes getting the love and respect he absolutely deserves. He's been doing this for a long time on Saturdays, calling games at the highest of levels. So for almost 30 years, I think, doing Buckeye basketball and a lot more. Shout out to Paul Keels, the GOAT, voice of the old Scarlet and Gray, getting a tremendous honor being inducted into the Ohio Basketball Hall of Fame. Paul Keels partying like a rock star. Congrats.
You can reward your full-time fandom with an ice cold Modelo.
That's right. Way to go, Paul. I know yesterday on the show he was talking about how humbled he was by it, and he threw out a classic. There must not have been any more candidates for it.
No.
Incredible honor,
yes.
and very worthy. So
yep.
Congrats to you, Paul. We're going to come back top of the hour, and we'll start our second hour with The Floor is Yours. 821-9710 is the number. Get on deck here, and you can rant away. That's next. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Bobby Carpenter demands that you watch Morning Juice on YouTube. If you don't, Tito will move into your house.
Live at 6 a.m. on YouTube and streaming on the Fan app.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. I have some basic expectations at my house, one of which is that when I come in from outside, it feels more comfortable in my house and not feel like the temperature outside. I don't think that's too much to ask. However, if you have old, drafty windows that are letting in some of the air from outside, your house isn't as energy efficient. Your house won't stay the temperature that you're setting it at. You can help address that by getting some new windows from Window Nation. Window Nation has high-quality, energy-efficient products, and with one simple consultation, their experts will visit your home, find your problem areas, and make recommendations. Plus, once you find the windows you want, they can be installed within 1 day. With Window Nation, your house won't just look great, but you'll also have peace of mind because all Window Nation products are backed by a lifetime warranty. Plus, in March, the more you buy, the more you save. Up to 50% off all window styles. And be sure to ask about Window Nation's generous financing options, including $0 down and payments as little as $199 a month. Schedule your free consultation today. Go to windownation.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial #law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Hey friends, Beamer here, and I just want to let you know our son's about to turn 3 here this week. Baby boy number 2, he could show up any day now. And as you know, I got started on Awaken 180 because I wanted to keep up with the boys, with the babies. Well, it turns out that baby isn't a baby any longer. He has legs and he runs everywhere. Every parent knows this. Kids run their own schedule, so life in our house has gone from busy to really busy, and that's exactly why I'm grateful I started Awaken 180. Chasing a toddler is already a workout. Soon it's going to be 2 little guys who don't slow down. Since losing the weight, I've got more energy. I'm sleeping better. I'm not dragging through the day. I'm more present. And more importantly, I'm more patient. And that matters because this is not about looking different. It's about being active with my boys now and being there for them years from now. Awaken 180 gave me a clear plan, real coaching, and results that last. If you've got a busy season coming up or you're already in one, now's the time to do so. Awaken180weightloss.com. Get started today.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bobby, it's bridal sale time.
Our annual spring bridal sale is March 10th through the 21st. Buy one and get one 50% off on all bridal jewelry.
And don't miss the weekend trunk shows featuring the latest styles from the top designers. And Bobby, if custom is the choice, you're the man for that.
Absolutely. Let us make the ring of your dreams.
Check out our custom ring builder at worthingtonjewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
Enjoy more ways to save at Kroger, like low prices in every aisle. And you can clip and save more with digital coupons in the Kroger app. Plus, you can earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon at the pump. So it's always easy to save big. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply. See site for details.
Right now, USDA Choice Bone-In Ribeye Steaks are on sale for only $9.99 a pound in the value pack with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 17 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com.
Coughlin has the car for you. Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.79% APR 5.81% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
afternoon. I'm Tyler Danberg. Ohio State women's hoops was well represented in the Big Ten's postseason awards. Jelani Cambridge was named unanimous first-team All-Big Ten, while Kennedy Cambridge and Elsa Lemula earned all defensive team laurels. Kylie Kitts was named to the all-freshman team by the media. Buckeyes begin the Big Ten tournament in the second round Thursday as the 5 seed. NBA, 2 of the top 4 teams in the East battle at 8 when the 4th-place Cavs visit the 1st-place Pistons. Cleveland star Donovan Mitchell will miss his 5th straight game with a right groin strain. In World Baseball Classic exhibition play, Team USA faces the San Francisco Giants in Scottsdale, Arizona today at 3:05. Paul Skeens to start for the U.S., which opens WBC play versus Brazil Friday at 8. This update sponsored by Metal Supermarkets, your convenient store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com or 2180 Wilson Road for all your metal needs. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Maddie ranked the most dynamic duo of all time, Caesar Salad and Moscow Mule. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sometimes things just don't click in your brain. You're like, it's too easy. And I just watched during the break, there was a clip that came across my timeline from, I don't know if it was an old Wheel of Fortune or not, but the answer was a phrase, and the phrase was another feather in your cap, which is a saying, right? It's a feather in your cap.
Mm-hmm.
And the only letters that were missing was the I in and the U in your, and then the C and the P of cap. So just the A was there. So it basically said another feather in your blank A blank. And they just kept going round and round. I'll solve the puzzle, Pat. Another feather in your map. Oh, sorry, somebody, you go. Then the guy spun, hits bankrupt. The other person, you lose a turn. Back to the woman that guessed map or whatever. Another feather in your lap. No, sorry, next person.
Come on, man. It's easy. It's on a tee for you.
My goodness.
You said to me, Maddie, those are 2 minutes I'll never be able to get back. Watching that video. That's
brutal.
great. That is great.
All right, so we've got the floor is yours, 821-9710. TLC has set the batting order. Who's leading off?
Gino in Grove City.
Gino.
What up,
the floor
Gino?
is yours.
Hey, thanks, guys. I want to say one thing to these whiny-ass, sissy-pants fans that are getting on Coach Diebler. I think Coach Diebler is doing an excellent job. When he's got a full complement of players, I would argue they probably win. They probably have at least 2 or 3 more wins. We've only lost a couple, barely. North Carolina should have been a win. Pittsburgh should have been a win. And I think Virginia, and we were missing 2 starters on that game, so I just get tired of these sissy-ass fans that call in here whining and bitching about Diebler. Let him live, man. He's got the 12th. His payroll is 12th in the Big Ten, where it should at least be top 3. So love the guy, like his coaching. He's a great man of God. And these guys, you can't pick a better mentor than him, so let him live. That's all I got, guys. Thanks for the call.
All right, Gino, thanks. Listen, I don't feel like I've got to take up for him. And I've along the way, I'm certainly, he's got to learn on the job a little bit too. He hasn't been a head coach for very long. I'm mostly with Gino on let's see this play out. I don't think anyone should be rethinking that this was a mistake. Now, where this went wrong was the fact that the word came out that they had a chance to get Calipari. They didn't. Yeah. And if you get an established guy like that, away you go. If he wanted to be here, why wouldn't you? So it was more on the administration than on Jake. I actually feel like Gino, to the most part, that he has not had, it's been a band-aided roster for a little while here. And now, here's the deal. He just got a very, very big win, got his biggest win of the season. Let's see how they handle that. They've got 2 games they probably should win. Mm-hmm. It should be Penn State, even though they just rose up and beat Iowa. And then he's got Bruce Thornton Day against Indiana, which will be another desperate good feel against a bubble team. So let's see how it plays out. But I'm with you. I'm not at the point where I'd be like he's the wrong guy for the job. They battled too hard against too many good teams this year. I know it's a results-based business, but I think we're way too soon in his career to put a label on that he's not the guy.
I definitely hear what Gino's saying because you got to have your dudes, and the whole next man up thing I think is one of the most overrated sayings in sports. Like, that's just not really how it works. There's reason why guys make more money than certain guys and why guys are starters or not. There's just levels to this. And so, yeah, down the stretch here, he hasn't had his full complement of players. You mentioned the Calipari thing. What also I think maybe irritates some Buckeye fans is the whole Dusty May part of the equation, too, and him being in the mix for the job here, and you're getting the immediate returns at a high level up there as well. But they can't focus on that. All they can do is march ahead and worry about the games in front of them and keeping their March Madness hopes alive, which they did against Purdue at home this past weekend.
Yeah, I'm in that camp. I think the Dusty May comparison is he's always going to be compared to him.
Yeah.
Final Four, and now they got another team that's ready to maybe contend for it all, and it's your rival, so it's a big deal. And I'm glad he brought up about investing in the program and where that is, because there seems to be a lot of mystery around how. But they had their core coming back, though. I mean, I don't want to take them completely off the hook. I mean, at Thornton, Royal, and Mobley coming back, they had probably more, I would say, points, more core coming back than anybody in the Big Ten this year.
I think the other part of that, too, and I hear what you're saying, is you look at the pieces around that core over the last couple years that have come in and out of the portal, and some of those have been okay, and some of those have been misses. And it's in this era when you maybe don't have all the financial wiggle room as other programs, when you do spend on those guys coming out of the portal, you got to hit.
Who's up?
Tony's an Ostrander.
Tony Ostrander.
Oh.
Fellas, what's going on?
You're up, Tony.
Hey, lady. Real quick, it's madness time, and I need to speak up for my Buckeyes. Dude, they've been out of the tournament so long. Thornton is deserving. Dude, he's been there 4 years. He needs to get in a little NCAA action this year. I think this team could actually do a little something in the tournament if they are given the opportunity. I want to see what they do in the Big Ten tournament. And let me just give a quick shout-out to the Miami Redhawks for what they put together this year. Love to see the Buckeyes in the tournament this year, fellas. Thanks again. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony.
Okay, Tony.
I believe they are the latest version of bracketology. They're in. I think they're Ohio State is in at, I think, an 11 seed when I looked this morning over there. So right now, that Purdue win was obviously big for them. And I absolutely hear what he's saying about Bruce for all the work that this dude has put in over the years. Him getting that feel of that energy and what it's like, no matter where the location is, wherever. Like, I'm sure he agrees with what we're saying. And I think a lot of us would love to see him in that setting because when you have a player that good, he can be a difference maker and tip a game, and you never know what you can get.
I think what they showed on Sunday is that they could be a tough out. They could be. If they're shooting the way they have been lately in that game, then they can. But then you get a game against Iowa that they get run off the floor. So, and they might meet Iowa again at the Big Ten tournament, depending on whether they win a game or not. So
that may have been one of Junie Mobley's relatives calling the show.
Ohio State going to the NCAA tournament now?
Got to, and we're going to make a run, too. Promise that.
Promise that.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Judy.
All right, who's up batting third?
Snagglepuss is in the short north.
Snaggle. The floor is yours.
How are you today?
Good. Elevating your game today.
Yeah. Hey, I just happened to be running errands when this came on. One of the errands I'm running is I'm headed to Just Pies. Do you guys want anything?
Just
God, I'm right. In most circumstances, I would say, yeah, this actually might be the greatest call ever.
I'm just running out to get something. Do you guys need anything?
That's fantastic. However, I'm trying to keep
Just Pies.
I know.
I'm trying to be lean today. Damn, these look good, bro.
Are you kidding me? This doesn't even make sense. How do you guys even? I mean, you know where I stand on Triple Berry. It's beyond. It's number one ranked every year. You just happen to be running out to get some pies.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you going to? Yeah, is that your lunch?
No, I haven't had one for a while, and just I have to buy some gifts. So who doesn't like a pie?
He's thinking spring. Yeah. Maybe Cole would like a pie in the face. Maybe we could get one that would be good for a pie in the face.
Maybe you consult me before saying I want that. No, I don't.
So, do you guys want some or not?
Like
he's willing to
Boston cream pie in the face.
I don't want a full pie. I would want a slice.
They don't sell them by the slice.
It looks like they have small pies, 6-inch pies.
A banana cream pie.
You want to split one?
Of course.
Okay.
Who turns down a pie?
Put in your order then.
I've never had a pecan pie or what do you call it? Pecan or pecan? Which
Pecan
one?
pie. That's what
pecan?
I said.
Okay.
Pecan, I don't know.
We'll be Southern today. Rothman, I never had a pecan pie.
You
Would
never
like to split
have?
it? No. Want to split one?
Oh, it's terrific.
AR wants
Love a good
triple
pecan
berry, so
pie.
maybe you put
All
in
right.
a small pecan pie, and AR gets him a triple berry.
And if you're listen,
I'm
if
trying
you're
to be lean today, man.
If you're running, I'll spring for the tab. Like you're doing the running, so I'll definitely spring for the tab on both of these.
If I leave it in the fridge, it's okay.
So what am I getting? Let's
Okay.
recap the order.
The smallest pecan pie that you can find. The smallest.
And if they don't have pecan, is there something else?
Banana cream.
Banana cream. All right, cool. Anything else?
And a triple berry.
Ice.
And a triple berry. What size?
Ice will watch us eat it. That's how he gets his calories. He watches everybody else eat.
Think you want a small one, AR?
What size?
Small?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
a 6-incher.
medium.
You better bring a medium. That serves 5 to 6. As long as one of them's not me.
I'm pulling in right now, so I'm going to let you guys go.
All right, thanks.
All right, see you in the next hour.
Sounds good. Thank you.
It's out running errands. You guys
Thank you.
need
You didn't
anything?
order anything.
I'm looking out for my boys. Thank you.
Just out running errands.
I'm putting this out there. I am making this pie last multiple days. I'm not eating this.
It's a 6-inch
small one.
pie.
It's like 3 bites.
It's an individual. It's like an individual pan.
Is that the radius or the diameter?
I don't know, math boy.
I don't know. I don't have my protractor handy. I can't tell you.
All it says on their website
Get
is
your abacus, Rothman.
it says serves 2 to 3.
All right.
Small 6.
As long as one of them isn't him.
All right, so it'll take me 2 to 3 days to eat it.
AR's is
if I'm
going to serve
disciplined.
5 to 6.
No, I might take a sliver out of that pecan pie.
Okay.
And then you can have a sliver of the triple berry. Right? I mean, we've got to share this.
Yeah.
No?
Okay.
Okay. Listen, Babeth, I'm going to share that pie. Okay.
That may be call of the year, though.
Can we trickle over some of the calls? You had probably a couple more.
Yeah, because Danny's going to demand it.
That threw me off.
We can't.
Maddie,
not
I just
have
wasn't
Danny.
expecting it. I'm running some errands. Do
Danny
you
will sit
need
through
anything?
a commercial. I don't even need to consult him. He'll sit through a
A little
commercial
sweet
break.
treat on the way.
He needs to post his own highlights, too.
And apparently some show-on-show crime here.
Yeah, we got to get to the bottom.
You
of
guys are
this.
going to let me know about this. All right, we'll do that next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If your garage floor has stains, cracks, or even the dreaded bad epoxy job, maybe one you tried to do yourself, maybe one you paid for and it didn't work out, it can make your entire garage look bad. Let's be honest about it. And maybe those botched garage floor coatings that you've had in the past have put you off of ever getting it fixed. Well, my friends, let me tell you, the people at Comer & Cross Concrete Floor Coatings want you to know there is a fix out there. They can make your garage floor gleaming, glistening, look like a new car showroom. You call Comer & Cross at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, and they will come out with their pros, no subcontractors, and install a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor in just 1 day. Yeah, this floor is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or even show tire lift like epoxy or paint can. Never going to have that problem with Comer & Cross. Call them today, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. It's that easy. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, or you go to comercross.com. That's C-O-M-E-R cross.com. Get a new garage floor with Comer & Cross Concrete Floor Coatings today.
He's a husband, a dad, owner of a gym. He's also a police officer. Staying strong and pain-free isn't optional. It's safety. That's why David Boardman's a QC Kinetics patient.
My job is dependent on my physical ability and my physical fitness so that I can protect myself, so that I can go home safe to my family at the end of the night.
But severe knee pain nearly took that away. Doctors said surgery, shut down the workouts. David needed another option. That was QC Kinetics. They told him,
we're going to give you the opportunity to have not 1, but 2 healthy knees, and we don't have to cut you open.
They used David's own healing tools in his blood to help restore his knees. Regenerative treatments right in the office.
Since I've gone to them, I run 20, 30 miles a week.
Trust the team helping active people avoid surgery. Call QC Kinetics today for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. 4544. 380-208-4544.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Some foot issues just can't be fixed by those expensive shoe stores or shoe inserts. A foot exam from a doctor of podiatric medicine, who is the medical expert in foot and ankle care, may give solutions after doing a complete foot examination. If you suffer from foot, heel, or ankle pain, let us help you find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association so you know you are being treated by the very best.
For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Rain develops throughout the day today, and we could have moderate to heavy downpours at times, so safe travels and watch out for those slick spots. Temperatures will get up right around 50 degrees this afternoon, and then for tonight, rain continue into the Wednesday forecast. We'll get down into the 40s tonight, and then for Wednesday, a mild day ahead with scattered showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder and highs in the mid to upper 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
We've been your Jackets flagship station since day one. All the goals, all the action, all the memories. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Maddie's favorite show is Big Brother. Don't read into it. He's only watching strangers through hidden cameras. You're listening to Rothman and Creepy Stalker Guy.
The pies are on the way. That's my pie. Preheat oven to 400 degrees. Remove the pot pie from the freezer. That's a pot pie. You didn't order a pot pie, did you?
No, I'm not a pot pie guy.
Ooh, those are good.
Not a pot pie guy.
Well, it's got carbs.
Much
That's a problem. Man, those are good.
Oh, man.
Nothing better than a nice, like, TV-style dinner pot pie. You just throw it in there and...
Okay.
Really?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Oh, those were good.
Are they?
Yeah, who made... Yeah, a good pot pie.
Are they good or
you
just
guys
okay?
never grew up with those?
Nah, we didn't do pot pies in the Hayes household.
A little banquet pot pie? Some sort of Marie Calendar? Wasn't cooking one up for you?
Mm-mm.
Man, on a nice winter afternoon, you're home from school, you're starved. There's a nice pot pie in the freezer.
I thought to myself as a kid, hey, I want to go heat up a hot pot or pot pie. I was a hot pocket type of guy, bagel bites type of guy.
All right.
You know?
It's a generational thing. I'm sure you're right.
In my lane,
that sounds
there.
about right. No, that sounds about right. I'm not saying it isn't.
I just don't know anybody that's like 35 or younger that was like growing up eating pot pies just willy nilly as a kid. I can't wait to get home and eat a pot pie.
I don't know if it was in my mind that I can't wait to get home, but if one was in there, it was pretty good.
I think it's a generational thing. I do.
All right. I didn't know that, but now I'm starting to figure it out.
I could be
a little
wrong.
slow, but I got it. I trying to remember which.
Did you grow up eating pot pies?
I had them before. They were not regulars in the rotation.
Yeah, you weren't.
And I was not requesting them.
Yeah.
I somehow I owe Swanson a thank you card because I think they were the ones making them. I'll have to look them up and see what I was consuming back then.
Speaking of Swanson, a place I want to go to is Swenson's. I've never been. I got to put that on the list. I hit up Culver's
Maybe
last year.
you can drive over there during the show and ask us what we want. Because it's a drive-through.
Culver's is
or
legit.
drive up.
So is Swenson's. You'll like that.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. You'll like
what do they call them? The concrete mixers?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Come summertime, I'll be there.
I'm surprised you guys passed up on this pecan chocolate chip cookie pie that they got on the menu.
You know what, Maddie? It was so fast. Things were coming at us so fast.
Man, that sounds
I didn't know if I wanted to just spend, and we spent a lot of time on it, and I was like,
I didn't have my menu ready.
Yeah, that's it.
I didn't go over the daily specials.
Yeah, maybe that would have been your role in this whole thing. Since you're not going to be the pie taster, you could be the pie orderer. Give me the peach riot. All right, so do you have, who's on hold here? Danny?
Danny in Delaware.
All right, Danny.
No longer on hold.
Danny, we have upped the level of this, so all callers now have to be running an errand
for us.
And I need something picked up. So if you're going by a Home Depot, let me know.
Boris, I'm honored. I'm honored that I'm still actually here, and you guys patched me in for the next segment. Rothman, I will say I always knew you were a cream pie junkie, so I'm glad we have confirmed that, actually. And TLC, Swenson's, it's overrated. Ever since they started franchising everything, if you want to go to a good Swenson's, you need to go to Akron. That's where the actual real Swenson's is. So either way. So I'm cruising down 71 right now. I'm actually on my way back from applying for the Equipment Operations Training Camp intern for the Cleveland Browns. And I hope it's okay, but I did use you guys as references. I figured I've worked here long enough, but I figured it'd be okay. So I apologize if you start getting random phone calls from people who work from the Browns. Please give me a good reference. I'd appreciate it. The Combine, Mr. Sonny Styles, Mr. Talk of the Town, 43-inch vertical for a man who weighs 240 pounds is pretty incredible. I haven't seen a man that high since Laramie Tunsil on draft night. And he was pretty damn high. And last, how about them Buckeyes against Purdue? I will say that is the first game that I have watched start to finish the entire year. So I am the honorary good luck charm for the Buckeyes basketball team. And I'm guaranteeing victory tomorrow against the Penn State Nittany Lions. So, and I know Tyvus has said it, go Bucks, go Browns, go Cavs, go Guards. We don't need Clase. Let's go.
He really is applying for some equipment job with the orange and fudge?
I'll give him a good reference.
And where are the guys they put on there?
The Laramie Tunsil line was a bar. That was good stuff.
I liked that one.
That was absolute fire from him today. And it was just one of those, I could not believe what the hell was happening when that moment was actually happening. That the viral photo of him in a gas mask dropped, I think, like right before the first round started, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, within an hour.
It's just like, what is going on?
It was a scene out of True Detective. They were coming out, some dude with some gas mask.
The Yellow King,
It's going to be the 10-year anniversary.
Really?
The 2016 draft.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was going to be Goff 1 and it was going to be Wentz 2. So the draft, Laramie Tunsil was probably in contention for the first non-quarterback taken. He fell all the way to like 14.
I'll say this. It has not hurt his bank account at all. Like, look, give me a Laramie Tunsil career earnings real quick, TLC. Look at it because I'd like to see how much he's cooked up in his career, because they are those type of, like, at the time it's like, oh, what type of guy you're getting here, his character, you know, like how's he, what hasn't hurt him. And what it's shown is if you can ball, they're going to hit you with some checks.
142.3.
Made $142 million in his career, even with that moment. Out of the gate.
By the way, the guy with the gas mask in True Detective was Reggie Ledoux.
It was Reggie.
It was Reggie Ledoux. Yeah.
Ledoux.
He was some kind of he was a drug dealer that was manufacturing meth for some violent biker gang that then Matthew McConaughey infiltrated and did a lot of other bad, horrible things.
Tell you this, AR's got a movie list for you. I could easily cook up a TV show list for you, and that would definitely be on that TLC.
First season of True Detective.
Banger.
Here's the problem, though.
Yeah.
Netflix is figuring out that I don't live in the same Wi-Fi as my parents.
No. That's an HBO. It's been HBO special, True Detective.
You're a code stealer?
Yeah.
All right.
There's been a whole lot of, sending the passcode to my mom's phone and then having her text me the passcode so I could log. Except now, it's over at this point.
Okay.
They got everything, man. So the TV doesn't work. The PlayStation 5 doesn't work.
Really?
My laptop no longer works. The laptop was a thing that I had because I lived with my parents when I got the laptop. So I thought my laptop was grandfathered in for me to get through Netflix. Now, even
Clamped up.
So they got me, man.
Okay.
Or what
so it's got to
happened?
be on like Peacock, I guess.
It's first world problems for the kid over there.
I know.
Well, you got to have a lot of these.
What
now, too.
happened?
How much is it per
What
month?
happened this morning?
So I'm down there at my desk, and here comes Eric Reeser, 1/3 of Bishop and Friends. All those guys do a great job. Reeser comes down and he looks at me and he goes, Ryan Baker just on the air is trying to make you do work on a day where you may not have to work. And I said, huh? What's going on here? And so there's a possibility, AR, for us that if things break right here over the next game or two, that there may be a Big Ten tournament basketball game for Ohio State that tips off right around noonish.
I think that dream died on
It
Sunday.
may have. It may have. There may be a possibility. CB was throwing scenarios at us, and I guess we should be rooting for UCLA.
We're all like Mick Cronin fans again.
To beat Nebraska tonight. So I guess on the air, Big Show was throwing out the idea for our boss Fish to hear that Rothman and Ice should not have the day off if there is a tip time at noon, but those guys should do a live stream on YouTube of us watching the game while people watch us watch the game, which is a thing on YouTube. I see that.
And make some comments?
I
Make
guess
some
it
good
makes
comments?
I guess
All right.
so. So the question is, why is Ryan Baker hating on us like that? What's going on here? What's he trying to do? I don't like it. I love Big Show, but you know what I mean? This is a little, kind of cutting our knees off here. I don't like it.
A long story tradition here at the Fan.
Yeah.
Not all shows, it seems to all work out. It evens out over the years. Some shows get the benefit of an early hockey game or a late basketball game or a noon game or whatever. Like over the years, that's happened. And when your show happens to luck into it, then you're
just off.
That's great luck of the draw. You're living right. What happens, happens.
We've never had another host suggest that another show needs to come in and do something. That may come from the bosses. But we got to look out for each other here. You know what I'm saying?
I
think I thought that was
tells you
the
a little
case.
bit about Bake, I guess. That's all. I mean, I hope you challenged him on it.
I did. I asked him. I said, what's going on here? He just gave me this wry smile, nice little evil smirk going on. And I said, are you going to join us if this happens? He said, I may stop by for a couple minutes. So he's not even willing to go all in with us on his suggestion.
So you mean to tell me that instead of watching the game itself, there are going to be listeners out there who are going to be putting us on YouTube to watch us watch the game instead of actually watching the game?
Maybe.
No.
Maybe.
No.
Somehow we're not at that level, I don't think, where people need to watch us. Like what did Spit and Chicklets did the USA-Canada game.
Yeah.
And, these guys are at a different national level.
They're going to tune in for our witty remarks.
We were top 5 now.
I mean, here's the thing. On the surface, I hate to admit this on the air.
Don't do this, AR. AR, no. Come on, man.
I'm not saying I want to do it, but I'm going to tell you on the surface, it doesn't sound awful to me. Like actually doing it.
Well, how about you?
I'm going to watch the game.
Big Show will substitute for me, and you and him can do it.
Anthony, I'm with you. I'll watch it with you. I think the Buckeyes are going to the Final Four, or I think they're going to miss the dance. I mean, I'd be happy to do it.
You and Big Show, have at it. Cole and I will be off chilling somewhere.
I always make those interesting comments during the game.
Exactly.
You're setting yourself up right here. Congratulations, you played yourself.
I think
like
this
DJ
has happened.
Kalasek.
I think this has happened to me in the past. That's why I'm kind of used to it. I think this happened to me probably over 10 years ago here.
Fish is probably back there grinning from ear to ear, hearing
He's
this.
not listening. He's in his 8th meeting of the day.
He may not even be in a meeting. He's not listening.
2 minutes. We got Tyvis Powell coming back. Remember when we did the scouting report analysis of him? That was fun. Now he gets to analyze the Buckeyes and who and in what order they should be taken. That's next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Men, we all know how important sex is in a relationship, both for you and your partner. But erectile dysfunction ruins sex, which can often have serious impacts on your relationship as well. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if ED is a problem in your life, you understand the impacts it has on you and the one you love. But I'm here to tell you that ED is a treatable condition, and almost without exception, you can have really good sex again. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men with protocols that are effective in well over 90% of cases, which means if you're like most guys, good sex will be the norm. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a level of intimacy for you and your partner that might just astound you both. It's time to have really good sex again, so call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire America's largest injury law firm for your case? There's lots of reasons. Just like there's a reason millions of people called us last year in their time of need. When it comes to fighting for justice and compensation, millions of people across the country trust us to go to battle for them. We became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
The savings are so good at Great Lakes. But have you seen our inventory? With over 1,000 new Hyundais to choose from, there's no need to settle at glakeshyundai.com. Find a new Palisade with the exact options you need, or a new Tucson in that color you have been seeing around town. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with Hyundai Assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile coverage. At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings and selection are so good.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Now you can watch Rothman and Ice.
Go to YouTube and search 97.1 The Fan.
Rothman is wearing the pancake makeup, so you might as well watch. Back to Rothman and Ice.
He's our guy. He's the baller from Bedford. He's Tyvis Powell. He's with us on the Bryan Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. My man, 100% you have to wear earbuds in the gym. Like, I can't put my phone on low. I mean, there's music blasting anyway. There's people talking. I got earbud shame today for no earbuds.
That's the real thing. You know, about a year ago, I almost got into a physical altercation over that, right?
I knew it. I told Maddie and TLC, there's probably 2 or 3 more of these conversations until it elevates into the physical. That's what a buddy of mine told me. He's probably right.
Yeah, I got into it. So I was trying to listen to, I wasn't even working out. I was in the little whirlpool, getting my legs right. It was a big leg day. So
you ain't jacuzziing nobody.
Getting some heat on the legs, AR, to get ready to PR squat, big leg day. And my headphones had died, right? So I was trying to listen to a little reel on Instagram. So I had the volume low and I had it up to my ear. Well, the guy behind me felt some type of way. He was in the jacuzzi on the other side. He felt some type of way. He thought that my stuff was extremely loud, which it wasn't, right? So instead of, asking me to turn it down, he waits until I get out of the jacuzzi and he wants to make a big scene. So we're in a locker room full of just a bunch of men in there, and he's like, some people in here want to get their minds right. They don't want to listen to everything that you're listening to, right? Like, said it loud in front of all these people. So I'm walking up to him. I walk up straight up to his face, and I'm very calm at the time. I'm not jumping off the wall because it hasn't got there. Because once I go there, AR, there's no coming back. So I was very calm, and I said, you could have said that to me right there when you was 2 steps away from me in the jacuzzi. You didn't have to try to make a big scene about it and all that, because I really respectfully cut it down some more. But my headphones had, died, so I had to do it this way. And, he kind of got scared and kind of ran off. And, everybody was on my side about, you didn't do anything wrong. The guy was tripping and all that. And as I was walking out the locker room, he stopped me and said, hey, I'm just having a bad day, and I took it out on you. Okay. And my thought, my quote to him was, well, you never know what I'm going through because I could be having a bad day, too, and then it could have really got bad. So,
But the bottom line is you would have had a lot more respect for him if he told you this when you were both naked.
Well, we weren't naked. I had shorts. So we had tub shorts.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. T, I want to throw this scenario at you, and I can't wait to hear your reaction. And with the 6th pick of the 2026 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Ty Simpson, quarterback from Alabama.
If that is the case, you would have to tell me that they fixed the offensive line and they acquired a weapon, be it trade or free agency at some point for me to be okay with that. Because if you have not fixed the offensive line or have not acquired an offensive weapon, then Ty Simpson's going to look exactly how Shedeur Sanders and everybody else did last year.
Do you believe that when they got Titus Howard in the trade with the Texans, that does allow them to go skill even more at number 6?
No, I don't think it changes anything. I think that Andrew Berry has come out and spoken about how Chicago was able to flip their offensive line in one offseason by making some trades, and then they used the draft pick to get the left tackle and things like that. So to me, it still feel like everything's in play. Even if they wanted to go right tackle, that's still in play. You can get Francis or Fano or something like that. They both play right tackle. That's still in play because Titus Howard plays guard as well. Last year he played a bunch of snaps at guard, left guard, and right tackle. So it doesn't necessarily matter where you put them. You're just showing that you got a best 5, and that still gives you the flexibility to draft any offensive lineman.
I'm going to hit you with an over-under right now when it comes to Deshaun Watson. I'm going to set the number at 6. Let's go, 5.5 starts this year for Deshaun Watson. You're going under.
Under. Deshaun Watson probably should serve as an emergency backup quarterback, the emergency third quarterback, because if you put him in there for anything outside of that, it's kind of a waste of time.
I'm with you in this regard. And I've said this to Maddie before. In a weird thing for Browns fans, it's almost like you either want him to be great again. You can't have him being like just above average, because I can't imagine Browns fan, and even the owner has said we swung and missed on him. The owner doesn't believe Deshaun has a second act or a third act or whatever it may be. But if he's above average, he's okay. You really going to spend 40, 50 million more a year on him after you gave him all this money for nothing? Like, it's almost better that he doesn't play unless he plays and just lights the world on fire. And I don't know if he can do that off double ruptured Achilles.
There is absolutely no good reason to play Deshaun Watson this year at all. Because if he lights the world on fire, you're not going to re-sign him. And then you're prolonging what you need to do to get back from quarterback. So that's no point. And if he plays bad, that does you no good anyway. So there's no reason to play him this season.
I disagree. Like, if he plays well, why would they not sign him? I'm not saying like the money has to be crazy, but why would that be an automatic no in your mind?
Because he just robbed him for $230 million, and he still got $90 million on the cap for the next 2 years after this season.
But you're also looking at a quarterback that's 30 years old. This is all rooted in him playing well. So I'm not just saying if it looks okay, you sign him.
If he plays well, you would re-sign him to another deal.
What are their other options?
The draft.
They got to find out if they have an option in Shedeur.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I just wouldn't completely shut the door on that. And that to me, there's a small percentage of that happening. But I think that they would have some tough conversations. Like, you can't just let that walk out the door for nothing after they've been looking for an answer.
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way that it's just not happening.
They're going to, by the way, they're going to restructure his deal anyway.
Small one or the large?
He's ordering a coffee.
What you ordering right now?
We got people ordering pies, and now
he's at Chipotle.
Hot sour cream,
beans,
cheese,
bliss. Jeez.
Anyways, listen, there is absolutely no way that they can the fans can't stand the guy. The owner can't stand.
Ask the Chipotle guy if he's a Browns fan. Ask him. You want Deshaun?
Are you a Browns fan? Yes. Or do you want Deshaun? If Deshaun Watson played well this season, would you re-sign him?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know means that doesn't feel right.
No,
He's had one good game with us.
He said he's had one good game with us, and it was the comeback against the Ravens. So, and then he was out for the season after that. There's no way. There's no way. It's not happening.
Ask the employee if he knows who you are.
No, don't.
That's irrelevant.
Do you know who I am? That's. I mean, you might do the right thing. Just tell him he's live on the radio right now. That would be appropriate to say.
Oh man.
But
what's wrong with you two? Listen, Deshaun Watson is not coming back to Cleveland. Whether he could go out there, you remember what they told Phil Jackson his last year with the Bulls? They don't care if you go 82-0. This is it. You ain't playing. You're not coming back.
That wasn't a star franchise, though. That wasn't a star franchise. Like to me, there's a difference with the Browns right now. Years and years and years of not having an answer. I just think it would be it's a discussion if he plays well. That's all.
First of all, you said the two of us. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm all on board with not playing him. I'm with you.
It's not happening. Matty Ice, let it go.
Listen, I'm not sitting here saying he's going to play well.
Let it go.
If we live in a world where Monken hands him the keys and he does ball, they're not going to just be like, oh, okay, thanks, and you're walking out the door for nothing. They're going to talk about what type of contract they can put together.
They're going to restructure this now, probably in the next few days.
Well, I'm talking about a new deal.
Shedeur Sanders has gifted him a horse head. He's getting the job.
All right. Enjoy your lunch, and we appreciate you jumping on and playing. I've always wanted to play like clipboard Kroger guy and take a poll, so that was good. We appreciate you.
No problem. Go Bucks, go Browns, go Cavs. Big game tonight against Detroit. Free Classe till it's backwards. Blue Jackets, we back, baby. Playoffs, here we come.
Well done. I don't believe it. You're meant to defend me against these guys, and
by the way,
only guy on my side is the blood-sucking lawyer.
We got a take from the Chipotle worker, and CB looked in here and he shook his head no.
That's my point. I know.
Listen, those are the fans. Yeah. I understand where they're at, but I'm just saying, you as a GM and an owner, and especially a head coach, you don't think Monken would be banging the table for him to be my guy if he plays well?
Matty, you side with the fans, you're going to find yourself sitting with him.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, we're going to come back with the Buckeye Bulletin and go over the Combine mock for Ohio State and where they stand as of now. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Matty Ice, let it go.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
He opens his toolbox before he opens his wallet and believes you can fix anything with 20 minutes and some pride. He's Mr. DIY, and when he needs metal, he goes to metal supermarkets. Artists, hobbyists, machine shops, maintenance professionals, and welders all count on metal supermarkets for over 8,000 metal products, shapes, and grades. If it's metal, they've got it or can get it for you. Cut to any size and ready fast. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Mortgage rates have dropped, and the best news is they're expected to go down even more. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. If you've been thinking about buying a new home, now is the time. And with Third Federal's Buy Now, Refi Later program, you don't have to wait for rates to drop again. You get the guaranteed lowest rate now, and if rates drop later, even after you close, you can refinance to a lower rate for free. That's right, for free. And now with Third Federal's early rate lock, you can lock in the guaranteed lowest rate even before you find a house. So you'll always have the best rate. So don't wait. Call Third Federal today and lock in the guaranteed lowest rate.
Right now at Third Federal, lock in 5.79%, APR 5.81% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage and refinance later if rates go down for free. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for buy now, refi later. Lowest rate guarantee and early rate lock at thirdfederal.com. Equal housing lender.
Hey
folks, it's Austin Ward here. The new weight loss meds are having results, but what happens after you stop taking them? I didn't want to rent my results. I wanted to own them to keep the weight off. I chose the medication-free solution for weight loss, Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free. Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free. Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
Hey there, friends. High Bank isn't just award-winning whiskey. They also make the best vodka in America. With 3 Central Ohio locations serving scratch-made food and craft cocktails, High Bank is perfect for date night, game day, or drinks with friends. Learn more at highbankco.com. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
So let's talk price, Wilson.
Let's talk about the price, Bob.
I hear it a lot. Leslie, aren't Pella windows a bit more expensive?
The actual retail price is.
But we're not. We've got 5 different window lines for the $300,000 to the $3 million home. All are Pella Elite.
Oh, so when I get on the show, I'm going to have to bid lower. That'll come in super handy someday.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Join the fan weeknights at 6 for the Buckeye Show. And if you're asking if it's just a bunch of homers rooting for all things Ohio State, yes, it is. Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Window Nation. Buy 4 windows and get 4 free plus an extra 10% off from windownation.com.
A little Buckeye Bulletin action here. And let's check out some of the mock drafts. This is going to be, what a very interesting rivalry this could be. And I'm saying that just tongue-in-cheek. The Arvell Reese Sonny Styles mock draft. It's amazing. The fact that you could have these guys theoretically go 2 and 3. It's possible. The Jets are sitting there at 2, and nobody's calling Arvell Reese a tweener anymore. They really believe he could excel in both areas. And, that he is a front 7 absolute weapon, end of story. And wherever he wants to excel, he probably can. So if he can cover, if he can play against the run, he can get after the quarterback. So he's a rarity. But then Styles just completely, I wouldn't say kind of stole the show a little bit. And both had great numbers. But I think people already knew about Arvell. I think Sonny was one of those guys kind of mid-teen, we weren't sure. And then after the combine, it was whoa. And I've asked a couple guys we've had on the show, did he pass Arvell in some teams' minds? And they're he could. It's possible,
fit, right? It's all about fit. A team like the Giants, I don't know if they necessarily need another defensive lineman.
Who's picking 3?
The Arizona Cardinals. Yeah. You could never. Go ahead.
I'm just gonna say that's
for which
they
guy?
They need stuff to build.
Which guy?
Sonny.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, I won't be surprised at all if he goes top 5. That is for sure, and especially if he slides down to 5th with the Giants and Harbaugh with his identity. And I mentioned the other day He's coached Ray Lewis and those guys, right? And Roquan Smith and CJ Mosley. So he knows how important that piece is to the second level of a defense. But for Sonny, when you're talking 6'5", 240 plus, jumping the way he did, running the way that he did. And then I guess more importantly for me is like the lack of missed tackles that he put on tape this year. Like his missed tackle rate was really, really low, one of the best in the entire country. And so this guy flies around, and when he gets to the ball and gets to the offensive opponent, that guy's going down to the ground. And so that just has to make you feel so good. And it's just he's checked every box so far. And you hear people talk about the type of guy he is, even behind the scenes, and he's going to crush it in the meetings. Like, teams are going to fall in love with him throughout this entire process the rest of the way. So, yeah, AR, I think we are probably looking at a situation to where Arvell and Sonny both go top 5, top 7-ish in this draft.
Yeah, I mean, do what you did earlier. Keep pushing that Reuben Baines short arms narrative that you've been, like, keep pushing that.
Like, and that's just one of those things, too, where it's like, I wonder how freaked out scouts and GMs are by something like that. Because it's one of those situations where you probably don't want to overreact too much, but it's not nothing. Because he has found a way to be a productive player. And I understand there's levels to it going from college to the NFL. Clearly, I get that. But
he's a great athlete for a big dude.
He really is. And, like, I think I heard Phil Yates say this. I think Ryan Roberts alluded to it since, like, 1999.
Fielding Yates?
Yeah, if you have arms shorter than 31 inches, that nobody's racked up 10 sacks in a season since then. With that type of arm length. So that isn't the best thing going right now for Reuben Bain, that it's been 20-plus years, and a guy that if you don't have 31 inches arms or longer, then you have not accounted for 10-plus sacks in a season. So
I'm seeing one mock draft that may interest you guys.
Okay, what do you got?
Okay, so we have 3 Buckeyes going 3, 4, and 5. We'll go bottom up.
I think Well, go ahead.
Are you already on it?
No, I'm not on it.
Say, get it ready.
No. I'm just trying to guess what he's talking about.
At number 5, the Giants take Caleb Downs.
Okay.
At number 4, the Titans take Sonny Styles. And at number 3, the Buffalo Bills shoot up the draft board for Carnell Tate.
Interesting.
Which will not happen because they hold the 26th pick, and the Cardinals are not dropping from 3 to 26.
Well, I guess it depends on what else they get with it, though. That's the other part, because
Cardinals are bad, man. They need a lot of help.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why you get other draft capital to go along with that. Because you're swapping the ones, but then there would have to be some other stuff. I don't know, next year's one. I don't know what that would look like. But because of what you just said, TLC, maybe.
Why don't they just trade for A.J. Brown and not even deal with
cheaper?
Yeah, just get an established guy who wants out of Philly.
Are you saying Buffalo? Oh, that's what I'm
Buffalo.
saying.
Instead of going all the way up to 3 to try to take a rookie receiver. Like, they got to win now, Buffalo. I'm going to say they couldn't with Carnell Tate.
They do.
And I'll tell you what, you pair Carnell Tate, if he gets to 5 and the Giants are there and they're like neighbors and him and then Dart, and then they go out and sign Kenny Walker III and hopefully Scatabo comes back.
Yeah, K9 is not getting tagged. So he's UFA.
Yeah, think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is shocking because he's one of the few running backs I actually really enjoy. So
he can go.
I wouldn't mind seeing him get, I don't want to say like a 5-year contract. Let's not get crazy, but
you'll get a nice little deal.
Few years, I would tolerate that.
What
he's legit.
Somebody set the market for the running backs. Javonte Williams did for Dallas. So there's been a new contract handed out to a running back this offseason. K9's better than he is, in my opinion.
For sure.
So I just wanted to bring that up real quick because the market to a certain degree has been set. That was 3 years, $24 million from Dallas. So somewhere in that ballpark probably for Kenneth Walker.
The other one that I would see happening, and they have to pray that he's there, is because he plays safety, the Caleb Downs makes it to 10, and the Bengals run to get him.
What, you didn't like seeing Battle miss all those tackles in the secondary this year for the Bengals?
No. The you got him defense?
One of my homies is still
knockout
not over
punch?
One of my homies
it's atrocious.
One of my homies
honestly.
is still not over the Bears game. The Loveland touchdown to this day just makes him sick.
It was a little bit of a twisting
That play
deal,
was
but
just crazy.
Yeah.
I have an idea for YouTube content for the station that does not involve us showing up on days where we should not be working, Ryan Baker. We need the Anthony Rothman Tackling Clinic, where we do the step-by-step breakdown of how to execute a tackle with all of these.
And I'm going to call Spielman and get him on that broadcast.
Knucklehead safeties going for the knockout blow who just whiff and grab some turf.
Once the guy has the ball, your job is to get him to the ground.
By the way, TLC, there's a sneaky gong in there that you missed where you just said, "I'll just call Spielman." You know,
I didn't say that. I kind of said
I missed that one.
Just just call Chris Spielman.
Also, what we really need too, we need Bobby Carpenter to be a part of it.
Yes.
If he could be the tackling
He's got
dummy,
the man hands.
Let's have just the Bo Bishop's favorite word. Let's have the juxtaposition of Anthony Rothman doing the tackling demonstration. It's just like, hey, Bobby, you just stand there. AR will show you how it's done.
I'm in on that. Spiels, Carpenter, Schleggs, who I think would be awesome doing that. Schleggs would love to get in on that if he's got time.
Yeah, but the only one who's allowed to talk like actual technique is Rothman.
All right, now you see you've gone from like
you guys watch me.
You've gone from being like a part of the team here to now like throwing me under the bus.
What do you mean?
Like it's gone from like, hey, that sounds good to all right, now let's show this fool.
We're getting some ex-linebackers to
It's going to be funny.
Yeah, I'll use you as the tackling dummy. You're going to be in there. No talking. You're going to be, you'll be the prop.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you tackle a tall, gangly receiver? Cole, get in here.
Yeah. No, Bobby, Tyvis, and Joshua will be the tackling dummies, and then you will put on the display.
See, this tipped in a wrong direction.
They're not allowed to talk. It's just you.
This is starting as a compliment and went to an insult in about 20 seconds. It happened.
You know
it's okay.
You break down the X's and O's, and they just stand there and
by the way, I was a little distracted. The pies have arrived.
Oh.
And I told him, I go, well, you have to stay because I have to pay you. Like, I don't know if he just dropped them, like Ubered it, took a picture of it, and put it on the doorstep.
Maybe security Alicia's dropped them off back here.
We gotta take a break here. We're gonna come back top of the hour, and we'll continue with the combine grades, and we'll zero in on these quarterbacks. We put a couple of them in the pressure cooker on Friday. How did they come out? We'll tell you next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. News, special guests, and everything scarlet and gray. The Fan.
Oh, what? Just cleared that drain last week.
At the Waterworks, we mean clean, which means we don't just clear your drain, we actually clean it. Get your drains good as new with the Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results.
Winning isn't everything, but at Tim Hortons, every day's a chance to win when you play Roll Up to Win. Maybe it's a free coffee or donut, or a year's supply of fuel from Shell. That goes a long way. Maybe it's a Kobo e-reader, or up to $1,000 in Uber Eats gift cards, or even a VIP getaway to see Cirque du Soleil. Okay, not something you win every day. Roll Up to Win, only at Tim Hortons. No purchase necessary, 18 plus, ends March 22nd, 2026. Tim Hortons app required for digital game. Use the app to reveal digital rules. Game cups while supplies last. Offer a chance to win food and beverage prizes only. See official rules at rolluptowin.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hey Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions, and yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If your garage floor has stains, cracks, or even the dreaded bad epoxy job, maybe one you tried to do yourself, maybe one you paid for and it didn't work out, it can make your entire garage look bad. Let's be honest about it. And maybe those botched garage floor coatings that you've had in the past have put you off of ever getting it fixed. Well, my friends, let me tell you, the people at Comer & Cross Concrete Floor Coatings want you to know there is a fix out there. They can make your garage floor gleaming, glistening, look like a new car showroom. You call Comer & Cross at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, and they will come out with their pros, no subcontractors, and install a gleaming new Comer & Cross garage floor in just one day. Yeah, this floor is guaranteed to never chip, crack, or even show tire lift like epoxy or paint can. Never going to have that problem with Comer & Cross. Call them today, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR. It's that easy. 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, or you go to comercross.com. That's COMER cross.com. Get a new garage floor with Comer & Cross Concrete Floor Coatings today.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $160 off?
Yep.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyears and save up to $160 more.
See store for details.
No matter where you are, Coughlin is there, in store or online. CoughlinCars.com. 13 new car brands, over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles, 17 convenient locations for sales, service, and parts, plus 4 state-of-the-art collision centers. CoughlinCars.com. Shop locally owned, CoughlinCars.com. Coughlin has the car for you.
When it comes to your roofing, siding, or gutter needs, call Newman Roofing. 614-NEW-ROOF. NewmanRoofing.com.
Ah, college. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. The Big Ten announced its postseason awards for women's basketball. Ohio State's Jelani Cambridge garnered first-team All-Big Ten honors. Chance Gray earned an honorable mention nod. Kennedy Cambridge and Elsa Lemula were named All-Defense, and Kylie Kitts part of the All-Freshman team. Buckeyes face either Indiana or Nebraska in the Big Ten tournament second round starting Thursday. College baseball, Ohio State's home opener, originally scheduled for today, will be played Wednesday at 3 versus Xavier. Freshman Jude Fisher will start on the mound. NBA Cavs visit the Pistons tonight at 7. Cleveland will be without Donovan Mitchell, missing his 5th straight game. Baseball, Team USA faces the Giants at 3:05 in a World Baseball Classic exhibition. Guardians host the Dodgers at 3:05. All-star infielder Jurickson Profar is facing a 162-game ban for testing positive for performing-enhancing drugs for the second time this year. Breaking sports news when it happens to the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
Final hour of the program, Ian Fitzsimmons, 2:30. Make up for lost time with him. And we'll get into some potential trade talk here in the NFL this half hour. TLC is taking a bite of his very first pecan pie that he's never had one. I find that almost impossible that you didn't just accidentally have one around Thanksgiving or some family member didn't bring one over. You didn't take a bite of one. That's amazing. So we have to thank our boy Snagglepuss for dropping off all the pies from Just Pies, my neck of the woods in Westerville. So I'll be paying for it and revisiting them.
Did Ryan Baker get a pie?
Ryan? Okay, so
what type of pie did he get?
Kind of a weird.
What size pie did he get?
Yeah, that's the more important the question, Maddie. The tough question at the presser is not what kind of pie, what size pie.
Well, I'd like to know which kind of pie
he got. An Oreo.
I'd like to know that. He got an Oreo. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but you guys are saying he got like a small one, like you guys?
No.
Oh, what again?
He went with
the XL?
That's your big boy. I mean, he went with a large that serves like 8 to 10.
Hey, man, you never know who he's got coming by the crib.
I don't think he's got anybody coming by.
He's a dessert maker himself, so he's into the desserts. During Christmas time, he chefed up some cookies and stuff around here. So, he likes a little sweet treat every now and then.
How were those cookies, Ice?
I didn't have any. I actually gave them to my dad and my mom. They ate those, so they enjoyed them for Christmas. So,
Yeah. He paid forward.
You know what I'm saying? Just looking out for the folks out here. Appreciate you, though, Big Show, even though you tried to throw us under the bus as a show earlier today.
Well, we could throw him. We could easily get revenge.
Just eat
He's not here and the pie is here.
Split up the pie, cut it up, hand it out to the people in the office.
I mean, serves 8 to 10. As long as one of them isn't him.
What is the verdict on that pecan pie or pecan pie over
so
there?
Good.
Dude, this is crazy good.
Crazy.
This is crazy good.
I know. Did you put it in the microwave like I told you for about 12 to 20 seconds?
You said 12 to 20. You said 30 seconds.
All right. How long did you put it in there?
30 seconds.
I didn't want it to turn into soup. I don't know how
30
powerful
seems
that
long.
I didn't know how powerful that microwave is. Yeah, probably. So
I thought it sounded long, too.
All right.
But
I don't know if I said 30.
No,
but
you did. But it's good. It's amazing.
Okay.
So I'm glad I did it. I tried something that I think is new. I don't recall having one before, but
he's going full Bobby mode right now, just eating live on the air. It was the best when Bobby used to eat his lunch and you got to hear his fork.
Well, it was during COVID. It was during COVID.
It's like glass
and we were
container.
all three in different locations. So
Man was good at multitasking. He was.
Clear. I may talk like I got food in my mouth most of the time, but anyway. All right, let's get to the combine grades. Ty Simpson, we talked about earlier. Carson Beck and the other prospects. Because I put a couple of these guys in the pressure cooker this weekend, and one of those guys was Drew Aller. Drew Aller, if you didn't know anything about him, you would say at 6'5.5", 230 pounds, you'd be like, all right, I got to take a look at it. Played at Penn State. You'd be like, all right, I got to see something here. And here's the report out of the combine for Drew Aller. Struggled early with errant throws on out routes and an initially sloppy performance. Well, that's not good. No one's rushing you. No one's saying 1,000, 2,000, 3. Were you guys one Mississippi guys, or were you one 1,000?
We were
Mississippi.
Oh yeah, we weren't Mississippi.
Yeah, we were Mississippi guys in the backyard. Yeah.
We were 1,000, 2,000. Hey, he's counting too fast. We also did one blitz per 4 downs.
That's weak.
Really?
Heat him up.
We called out no blitz, no rush. And so it's like, if you call that out before the play, then they can't blitz you. But it's like, if you say it every single play, then there's no blitz. So it's like, why not just make that a rule?
We had free reign of blitzes, AR.
Really?
Oh,
We didn't have
yeah.
enough. I mean, this was just after school. We didn't have a 11 on 11.
Let me ask you this. How old were you when you stopped playing tackle?
When I stopped playing tackle?
Yeah, because it's like people were starting to actually hurt each other.
Oh, man. Probably like 11 or 12.
Yeah, I would have said 7th grade for us.
Yeah, 11 or 12.
We were playing tackle up to 7th grade.
Mid-20s. Seriously. Remember
Wait, you were playing tackle football with the homies in your mid-20s?
Only on Turkey Bowl games. Only on Thanksgiving.
We did make the exception for snow football.
And it was snow. I was going to say, if it was snowing, it hurts a lot less.
Yeah. I mean, even the lightest snow, though. Obviously, if it's 8 inches of snow, that's going to catch your fall.
Yeah,
you don't want to be on frozen ground doing it.
We kind of transitioned into the flag football era. You remember the golf
flag
dome
thing they got going on?
That was over there. Was it on Broad, AR? The old dome over there?
Yeah.
We used to play flag football on Tuesday nights or whatever over there. And it used to get real competitive, and there a couple fights broke out. And there I was actually the blitzer on that team. I didn't have good enough coverage skills. A couple of my friends played ball at a high level. You know what I mean? So they are actual DBs, so I let them do that. I was just going in there to blitz, and I was kind of the running back that came out, ran a wheel route every once in a while, picked up some yak. That was my role in flag football. We were not hitting anybody in our 20s at that point. That seems dangerous.
Thing that's going on.
We were, I used to call it just 2-hand shove.
See, that's when fights break out, too.
Well, that's what happened at the Channel 4 versus Channel 6 game.
Who'd you beat up?
I didn't. I was my boy Jim Grogan, Newer Catholic, great player in his own right, shoved hard into a chain link fence.
See that?
I think it was an old sports guy or / news guy at Channel 4, David Thompson. And it got physical.
So David Thompson scored 71 points in an NBA game before.
Not the vertical, not him or Dr. Duncanstein.
So you're telling me David Thompson in this story got up and just fired off on your
That's
guy?
right, yeah.
Was it a right hook or something like that? Or was this like a tackle to the ground and they were kind of doing that whole deal?
It was one of those, like, in-your-face, big shoves, like wrestling, kind of like wrestling.
So
but
they weren't really fighting. They were wrestling.
Well, no, they didn't go into, like, a boxing stance or anything. But they, it got pretty heated. We had to kind of break it up. But
you let them go for a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, take your time getting over there?
Well, it's good for the team. It's good
good camaraderie for the gang, huh?
News directors were rooting
I do say this. You'll see who's with you, though. And that type of you'll see who's really down for you as homies in life when that stuff happens. You'll see who's really got your back.
Isn't there a part of it you have to kind of, you're on your own a little bit?
Oh, I'm saying if there's extra bodies involved.
Oh,
and you know that one of your homies did not try to get in and help. That's...
Maybe I was in my 30s. Snagglepuss was actually he goes, weren't you playing tackle football in your 30s when you shared your NBC4 stuff? I might have been. It might have been.
You're built different, man.
No, I wasn't doing anything.
Different.
I was playing quarterback. I didn't have to.
Okay, there we go.
No, I wasn't.
Were you playing on defense? Or were you not playing defense?
Anthony Rothman should have been out there on defense because obviously he's the one who's putting on all these tackling demonstrations.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought you guys are my friends. Like, I thought, like this.
I do. No,
I can't critique pro football players who don't tackle.
Of course you can.
I'm asking.
I'm just saying, I think it's funny. I love how seriously you take it because, first of all, it's frustrating for all of us. Like, we're all watching it when, a defensive back on your favorite team allows 20 extra yards because they whiffed on a knockout blow. Like, yeah, it's the same thing for all of us. But I just think it's funny how worked up you get. And I also just want to create the funny juxtaposition of the actual NFL players being tackling dummies while you walk us through how to properly tackle.
I never got it to that level. I believe that there is a epidemic at the highest level of football now where all they want to do is, quote, blow the guy up. And no one brings their arms to the tackling party. And I don't get it. And I understand separating man from ball. I do that. Bang, bang, play. You go in and you try to prevent the completion. But once a guy has it, like, you've got to turn into a tackler at that point.
I agree with you. And I also think we got to give some credit to how good these offensive players are of getting guys off of them.
But they only go in with their shoulder now.
But I'm just saying, like, those guys, too, are playing a part in it, I think, as well, where these guys have good balance and good. That's why we highlight the category yak, right? Yards after contact.
There's no rap, though, Matty.
No, I hear what you're saying. I guess I'm just saying, too, like, these guys are good, too, on the opposite side of the ball, too.
Yeah, which makes it even more right that you have to come to the party with more than just your shoulder.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying these guys are really, really talented on offense, too.
They're very talented. Where are you on Drew Aller? This is not, the rest of this is, he grew more comfortable as drills progressed, performed during the second half of the throwing session.
He looks the part, right? He's a build it in the lab, Josh Allen body type of guy, even though the skill sets are nowhere near the same.
He's not a first-round pick.
I wouldn't think so. No, I wouldn't think so.
Pick?
He's a draft pick.
I think
he'll get drafted.
I think he is.
He'll get drafted, but yeah, I mean, the injury obviously took away from his opportunity to showcase what he is, but with that arm talent and the frame that he has, somebody's going to roll the dice on him. And so if he's a 4th-round pick, 5th-round pick, that's not going to surprise me.
He's one of 3 FBS players with 1,000 career passes. I'd like to know how many are dumped off to the running back, but 1,000 career passes and fewer than 15 picks.
Mm-hmm. It was very safe 2 years ago. It was very safe 2 years ago, the offense, and then Kotelnicki came in there from Kansas as the OC, and the offense got a little sexier. And look, it helps when you got Tyler Warren, who we saw was an absolute dude right away. But, yeah, I mean, from what he was as a high school recruit to where he is now, his career has been a bit of a letdown, for sure.
Did you say all time?
Yeah.
I'll actually try to think about
one of 3 players. And I'll give you the window of the years to give you a little help.
Okay.
It's not like crazy long ago.
All right. My lifetime?
Think about definitely your lifetime.
All right.
All right, we're coming back. This team, they're the betting favorite to land a certain defensive star. We'll let you know who that is next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Looking to level up your backyard or game room? Head to Billiards Plus in Dublin. From premium grills that turn every cookout into a feast to stunning pool tables and shuffleboard tables that bring the fun home. They've got everything you need to play in style. And don't forget their authentic pizza ovens, perfect for crafting restaurant quality pies right in your backyard. Proud presenting sponsor of 97.1 The Fan's Pizza Madness. Billiards Plus is where great games and great food come together. Family owned and operated since they opened. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
2 years ago, Bobby Carpenter completed treatments for knee pain at QC Kinetics. So we're checking in with the former college and pro football player to see how he's doing.
I've been asked a lot, like, how long does this last? How long does it work? I go, I've had mine for a couple years, and everything feels very good. It feels just as good as it did when I started to turn the corner.
Bobby's an active husband, dad, and business owner. That's why 2 years ago, he heard about QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative treatments, and he knew he could trust them for his chronic knee pain.
And thankfully with QC Kinetics, I was able to go through this, and my activities are the same as it was. I'm able to coach my kids in sports. I can play golf. I can go run.
QC Kinetics patients like Bobby don't miss a beat. No surgery or rehab, just freedom from debilitating joint pain. Ready for lasting relief from joint pain? Call QC Kinetics today for your complimentary consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Fall is the season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leaf with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Veterans and active duty service members, when your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Springtime is here, and you know what that means? It's time for mulch madness. Did you know that too much mulch is bad for trees and shrubs? 2 inches of mulch is plenty. Any more and you risk causing roots to grow up and around trunks, which increases unhealthy stress, shortens tree life, and even keeps moisture from getting down to tree roots. To find out more about mulch madness or to find a certified arborist near you, visit treesforohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org.
Flexible, secure, fun. Oh, and great pay, too. Are you not sure what you want to do for a career? Or are you thinking of changing careers? Being a dental hygienist or dental assistant may be the perfect fit for you and provides all of these perks, plus more. Talk with a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org to learn more. Become a valuable member of the dental team and start helping people love their smile. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week. But not OJ, because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Rain develops throughout the day today, and we could have moderate to heavy downpours at times, so safe travels and watch out for those slick spots. Temperatures will get up right around 50 degrees this afternoon, and then for tonight, rain continue into the Wednesday forecast. We'll get down into the 40s tonight, and then for Wednesday, a mild day ahead with scattered showers and maybe a few rumbles of thunder and highs in the mid to upper 50s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
T-Bone and Tyvus are everything you want in a delicious breakfast. Lots of empty calories, no nutritional value.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan. Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, let's give the kid a chance to get his theme music played today.
Okay, let's see what he's got.
There have been 2 picks, 2 players. Well, 3 total. Drew Aller's one of them. Had 1,000-plus passes in his career, and was it, what did I say, 15 and fewer than 15 interceptions. So one of 3 FBS players. He's one of them. 1,000 career passes, fewer than 15 interceptions. And you didn't know this prior to this question, me bringing it up.
No, I'm not going to know it, but I'll still try.
And you're saying both these guys are in his lifetime?
Oh, definitely. Okay. I mean, one was drafted within the last... one was drafted within the last probably 10 to 15 years. I don't know exactly. And then one was drafted... Let me give you that hint. And then one was drafted, I would say, within the last... I'm not going to give him the exact year. One was drafted in the last 3 years.
Oh. Okay. Well, first of all, in terms of the 10 to 15-year player, I have 2 guesses that come to mind. And you can just tell me right away if they're both incorrect. I'm debating...
Well, one's correct. You get to play your theme music.
Okay. Well, I mean, as far as just... I'm taking these 2 separately. You said the guy who was drafted within the last 3 years versus the guy who was drafted 10 to 15 years ago. My 10 to 15-year window, I'm debating between Marcus Mariota and Deshaun Watson. Is it either of those 2?
Do you want me to... Well, if I give you the specific...
If you give me the year...
All right. The great news is one of those guys is an answer.
Okay, he's heating up.
Okay.
He's heating up.
Well, Deshaun Watson was drafted in 17, so that was technically 9 years ago. I'm going to start with Marcus Mariota.
That's correct.
All right. There's
Theme
one.
it up.
Play your theme song, big dog. Come on, man.
You could go double theme.
You cooked right there.
I'll go with this one.
All right. Why does his seem so long?
It faded itself out.
I know. I just... All right. I'm
9 seconds.
Listen, you're on a roll.
He's 1 for 1.
You got 1.
Very proud of you. That's very nice.
All right. So you said within the last 3 years. You didn't say 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even say whether these guys were great or not, or whether they've even turned out to be anything.
Okay.
I'm just telling. I don't want to give you any. I'm not going to lean any way.
You're
but
right. I shouldn't necessarily just assume that it's a first rounder.
This one should be easier based on it's more recent.
I think I know who this is, but I'm not going to play the game.
I'm kind of drawing blanks a little bit because here's what I'm looking for.
Is that better than shooting blanks?
It depends. Depends on what you're looking for. What kind of outcome you're looking for.
Exactly.
Shooting blanks might actually save you depending on what you're looking for.
Oh, man.
I'm looking for 3-year starters, and Bryce Young and CJ Stroud were both 2-year starters. So,
I think I know who this is.
Wait a minute. You know, or you've seen? You saw this?
I just think I know.
I want to be honest with everybody. They did mention this at the combine. Like they show when they.
I did not watch.
No, I know. I'm just for people out there. I didn't just make this up. Like this was going on during Aller's workout.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got basic cable, bro. I don't have the NFL Network at my apartment.
You got all those codes, though.
Yeah. Oh, I got
those free codes.
I got the codes.
For all the streamers. Stream song.
It's gonna Ice. If you want to jump in here,
you guys can combo platter this and then
get our Dudley Boys theme song in on this.
Okay, yeah, I got.
I mean, Devon and Uncle Bubba.
Bubba Ray.
He brought up 2 guys. I don't know if you want to dismiss those or co-sign them.
No. My guess is that this is Bo Nix.
Ooh.
Are you doing this as a tandem or are you going alone? That would depend on theme music. Now.
I don't want him.
Then we're playing it.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, what?
Down. So you got it right?
No, I haven't. No, I said, is he going alone or is he going as a tandem?
That's up to
It
him.
would depend on what. I didn't even. I'm not even telling you it's correct yet.
If he wants to roll with me on this, he is more than welcome to. But my guess is that this is Bo Nix.
I am out on Bo Nix because he was a 5-year starter, and that would require him averaging 3 interceptions per season. That is tough to do.
For whatever reason, I just have stuck in my brain that he was a really, really efficient guy. Now, the time that you're bringing up at Auburn,
But he
that's
started
where
as a true
That's
freshman.
what I'm saying. That's where it could get dicey.
By the way,
that's a good point that you bring up.
Okay, Rothman, which player transferred out of Auburn because true freshman Bo Nix beat him out?
Malik Willis?
He's got a lasso thing going.
I do. All right. Here's the funny part. So for the people that are just joining us,
I
here.
know who this is.
Oh, wait.
I think I know who this is.
Oh!
He's fooling us with a little trickery
No, I'm
here.
not. I'm not fooling. I was
gonna
gonna
say something
For people that are just joining us, the question is this. There are 3 players in the history of FBS that have completed 1,000 or more passes with fewer than 15 picks. Drew Aller is one of them.
It's not the guy that I
second one is Marcus Mariota, or as Roger Goodell would say,
Mariotto. Fail. Come on, Raj.
Motorola.
I was going to say this name, but when you throw out the number of attempts again, it wasn't this.
Not attempts, completions.
Okay, that too.
Oh, wait. My bad.
Well,
Hang on, I'm sorry. It was attempts. I'm confusing myself. We talked so much about it.
That also really doesn't change anything.
1,000+ career passes with fewer than 15 picks.
I was going to say J.J. McCarthy, but he didn't spin it enough.
Is there?
So it's not
So
him.
he's named 2 guys. You've named 1.
I've named 2. But unless
Well,
you're
I'm sorry,
eliminating,
2.
are you eliminating Bo Nix? You're saying that's not the guy.
No, I'm not eliminating anything. I want you guys to cement what you're talking about.
TLC, it's not McCarthy. He didn't throw it enough.
I also think he definitely eclipsed 15 picks. Actually, you know what? You're right, because he only was a 2-year starter. So
last 3 years in
both
the
of those may
draft.
not be correct. All right,
Is it Jaden?
Oh.
What do you got?
No, I'm waiting to.
That was,
okay.
The light bulb sounded like it went off over there.
Let me make sure this is correct.
I'm going to go with Caleb Williams.
Ooh.
So here are options. As far as the 2024 draft goes, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels.
How do you know
Drake
it's the 24
May.
draft?
He said the last 3 drafts.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just asking. I'm not trying to steer him.
Well, I'm knocking out all the 2023 people. I'm knocking out Young, Stroud.
Okay.
I'm definitely knocking out Anthony Richardson.
Are you guys ready to do this?
I am cementing in. Wait, Drake May started 2 years. Not Michael Penix. He started way too many years to only throw 15 picks.
All right, this guy threw the football 1,099 times in college.
Bailey Zappi.
And he had a total of 14 picks.
I'm going to go Jaden Daniels.
Because I think he started too many years. I think he was a 4-year starter. Because
All right, I'm going to get.
Is that eliminating my guys? With what he's saying?
What I'm saying is.
They only stay. How many years in college did they start? Is that
Ice? There's got to be a sweet spot. You need to start long enough to have 1,000 pass attempts, but you can't start too many years because that's going to be too many interception
maybe
opportunities.
He was super efficient though. Maybe he wasn't.
I'm locking in Caleb Williams.
I'm going Jaden Daniels.
The good news is
one of you
is correct, which is unbelievable because you were throwing out Bryce and Bo Nix and whoever else, and it's amazing. And the kid went 2 for 2.
Oh my God.
You got it. It was Caleb. Because
by the way, we got to get
he
one
started as a freshman at Oklahoma.
Yep.
And he threw it around there for a while, and then obviously threw it all over the yard when he got to USC.
I'm not kidding. That might be my greatest moment on the show. For as open-ended of a trivia question that was.
Yep.
I mean, it took a full segment to come up with that, so you spotted me like 15 minutes.
Hey,
plus the
doesn't
commercial
matter.
And a piece of pecan pie in between.
Pecan pie.
Woo.
All right. Well done.
Is Ian up next?
Ian is up next.
Got trivia for him?
I probably could come up with something. Everybody getting something. 2 minutes. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Do you suffer from leg pain, leg swelling, varicose veins, or leg ulcers? Dr. Joseph Senta and Dr. Barry Zeta at Ohio Vein and Vascular Polaris, and now at their second location in Reynoldsburg, are pioneers in the vein and vascular field. They can perform minimally invasive procedures that will get you back on track to a pain-free life. Stop living with leg pain and start the process to healthy living with a free healthy leg screening. Go to loveyourveins.com or call 614-426-VEIN. That's 614-426-VEIN or loveyourveins.com. Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 on 1460 AM, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday morning at 9 on 1460 AM.
It's March. Send it in, big fella. That means the greatest sports weekend of the year is coming, and the best place to set the puppies and watch the tournament is at Hollywood Casino Columbus. I'm Scotty Vegas, and Thursday through Sunday opening weekend, kiss the kids goodbye and hang out from noon to 5 with the Fan at the Hollywood Casino Sportsbook. A Bill Raftery impersonation contest, free throw games, free shirts, and more. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966. Onions!
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, kids. Anthony once did magic for birthday parties. See, when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound so bad. Back to Rothman and Ice.
Should have gone pro with the whole magician thing. Could have been the American Doug Henning, one of Canada's finest. Our friend Ian Fitzsimmons is with us now, ESPN's sideline reporter, and a lot more. How did it go with the wisdom teeth for the daughter pull? How'd that go? Because I'm one of the rare people, I think, that still has wisdom teeth.
Man, it is hilarious watching a teenage girl or boy wake up and they're still stoned as hell. And they've never had a narcotic in their life. I mean, she wobbled out of there like a duck. I mean, it was absolutely hilarious.
Sometimes they'll say some weird things too.
Oh, dude! I mean, it was like it was. How do I put this and shorten the story? When my brother was playing ball at Bucknell, quarterback, he's the one now with the Seattle Seahawks. His roommate, hell of a ball player, hurt his knee, so he's not playing, and he's all, they got him all doped up, and he's in his dorm room, and that's where we kind of stashed our bar to bring over to the stadium. And so we go in to get our provisions, and he just looks at us and goes, "Y'all gonna let a gang?"
That's chill.
And that has been a running joke, man, in our family for like 20 years. Dude, y'all gonna let a gang? That was her. I mean, it was like, how about a milkshake? I'm like, what?
Oh, that's by the way, you just made the list. That's a new drop on this show, so that's never going away now.
Oh,
lighten up, Francis. You just made the list.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's good. All right, so I want to get your opinion on a couple quarterbacks that you've seen during your college time, and one of them is Drew Aller, who comes out of the combine. It's actually, listen, the kid had a season-ending ankle injury. I never felt like he was as clutch as he needed to be, but they say he won his group, that he got stronger as the throws progressed. I don't even know how much weight you put on this throwing on air with nobody rushing you, but
not a lot.
Okay, so where were you on Aller before this, and where are you on him going in? 6'5", 230-pounder. Is he a guy that someone would say, you know what, he could be something, or are you kind of like he's just so-so?
The latter. Yeah. And now that these guys are getting paid a boatload of cash, I would never have said this before NIL on the portal, but when these guys start becoming, basically professional athletes in college, they have now opened themselves up to the harshest of criticism. Before NIL on the portal, I would say he's got a lot of things to work on, and that clutch gene, he just hasn't shown it yet. Well, now when you start taking all that cash, guess what, Drew Aller, you wet the bed when the moment was biggest and the lights the brightest. Just go back to the Oregon game, but before Penn State hit a ditch, and I think Oregon beat them 3 times. They not only beat them, at Penn State when it was a top 5 matchup. I was there for that game, but also against UCLA the following week, and then again the next week. So they just never recovered from that, and then James Franklin got fired. And part of it was Drew Aller cannot win the big game. He does not rise to the occasion. He does not elevate the play of his teammates like any great quarterback needs to do. So I think Aller is a 4th round, 5th round type project. I mean, I don't think Carson Beck is even a 2nd round type pick. I think Carson Beck is one of those guys that at best to me is late 3rd, early 4th, and that's just not from me. That's from all the scouts that I talked to as well. And one active GM told me that going into the last game I had against Miami, and that just happened to be the national championship. So I don't think Beck is all that. I don't think Drew Aller is all that. That's just my opinion.
We were reacting earlier, Fitzy, to Dan Orlovsky talking about Jeremiah Love and how he thinks he is the best player in this draft. And he threw out there at the back end of the clip that he'd be shocked if the Kansas City Chiefs had a chance to get him at 9. So he thinks he's going way before that. So there you go. Floor is yours. Hit us with your take on Jeremiah Love.
Now, this dude is a bad motheroo, man. I mean, if they go back to the last 2 years, he has the most combined touchdowns from scrimmage of any player in all of big boy football, FBS, or we used to call it D1. And it's not just he can tote it, he can block it, and he's damn well more of a willing blocker, man. He will stick his nose in there and light your ass up, and he can catch it. He ain't getting past the Saints at 8. And I'm going to throw this out there. The Saints, if they want him, or whoever wants him, you might have to move in front of the Commanders to go get him, because you imagine a healthy Jaden Daniels with that dude as your bell cow back. I mean, that's just naughty. So, and as far as the Saints go, to pair him with Tyler Shuck, the Chiefs to pair him with Patrick Mahomes coming off that ACL, you want, in my opinion, one of the top 2 players in the draft. You're going to have to move up and go get Jeremiah Love, because I know for a fact he ain't getting past the Saints at 8.
Our boy Ian Fitzsimmons here weekly on Rothman and Ice. So Diego Pavia ran for almost 900 yards this year and then decides not to run the 40 at the Combine. Were you curious about that, given that he was a Heisman finalist because he could run the football?
We were talking to Trevor Sycamore last night from Pro Football Focus, their lead draft analyst, and this guy is just wicked smart. And he brought this up, and this is what's kind of frustrating. Like, why wouldn't you go compete? When he showed us he's one of the ultimate competitors, and you are trying to prove that you belong to be drafted. Forget on day 2, but I'm talking like not be even a UDFA, meaning an undrafted free agent for people who don't know what that means, and a camp invite. Go compete in everything you possibly can. So that shocked me. And I just flat out asked him, how do we get more players to compete at the Combine and go through more of the drills? And he had an interesting angle on that. And he said, at college pro days, you don't allow players that were invited to the Combine to compete at college pro days. And I thought that was pretty interesting, which is going to make them, outside of having to pay for an individual workout with their agents, then you have to compete at the Combine. So that's something that would arguably inspire a guy like Pavia, but he was one of the best competitors, that I saw in the last couple of years. He really elevated the profile of Vandy. The character after the Heisman needs some serious work. And if you're talking about getting mentored by Johnny Manziel, does that mean you're rolling up Benjis and snorting booger sugar? I mean, what are we doing here, man? So that's not exactly the guy I would be leaning on for, professional advice. But Pavia, I think, made a mistake by not competing, because you talk to people around the league, and he's a 7th-round project, a UDFA, that could be, as one scout told me, a JV, and he emphasized JV version of Taysom Hill. If he's willing to play special teams and line up anywhere on the field and go wham a nose tackle, he might have a spot, at least on a practice squad for an NFL team, because he is a pretty damn good athlete. And when you run for 900 in the SEC, you've done something.
Yeah, that's for real. Fitzy, as you know, this time of year, there's always going to be silly rumors that are out there. It seems like one of those right now is that there's maybe some concern about the health of Caleb Downs. Are you hearing anything from the people that
I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, when I said one of the top 2 players in the draft, he's the other one. I think I told you this story before. Nick Saban told me at the start of last year when the Buckeyes won the national title that Caleb Downs is one of the smartest recruits he's ever been around. And think of some of the hosses that man put into the National Football League. That's high praise. And he backs it up with, just not just a cerebral, but a ball hawking, instinctive type attitude. And he's also the quarterback of that defense. And when you're coached by, 2 of the best to do it in the last couple of years, man, that's getting something done. Hell, the best to do it in the last 3 years. You go back to Alabama also. I'm not worried about injuries with Caleb Downs. If he's got something, I mean, he's going to be healthy by the time camp rolls around. He's going to go in the top 10, if not even in the top 5. He is a difference-making type player, not only on the field, but also in that locker room where it also counts a ton.
Well, they're going to poke and prod, and this kid's going to be – so if there is anything to this rumor of meniscus or degenerative, something going on with the knee, then they're going to certainly find out before they.
Hey, who else had that rumor? And not rumor, but it was a fact. That was a certain linebacker at NC State right now who's cracking skulls for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, that dude,
Peyton Wilson.
Had, 2
Peyton
surgeries.
Wilson, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. And what was it? A degenerative shoulder. And I'm like, I don't care. Look what that dude did. What he did at NC State. It was like football, a man from football heaven for the Steelers to pick him up, and now he's absolutely balling out. So I ain't worried about it with Caleb Downs. I wasn't worried about it with him. Now, what drove me nuts at the Combine is how Casey Concepcion, the Paul Hornig Player of the Year, being the most versatile player, all-purpose player. And I was around him. I had A&M 3 times last year, including their college football playoff game. Casey Concepcion is one of the best people and players that I covered all of last season. Hell no, you can throw in the last 2 seasons. He does have a speech impediment. Mm-hmm. And anybody who's making fun of this young man, who after every game there was a young player that would come up and find him who may have had some issue, whether it's a speech impediment or a lisp or a limp, whatever it might be, and KC would embrace that kid and take a photo and give him personal advice. Oh, and by the way, one of the best complete players in all of college football. And anybody who's ripping his speech impediment, take a good, hard damn look in the mirror, because the person you're looking at couldn't hold Casey Concepcion's jock. End of conversation, bottom line. And whatever team gets this young man, they're getting a rock-solid player on and off the field and a better person than a player, and that's saying something.
Yeah, no doubt. No, well said, man. That was as good as Dunker's mullet. That was pretty something special, too.
Oh, that thing is majestic in person, too. I had him against Oregon. I mean, when that flow's coming out of the back of the helmet with those tats, I mean, he's a white dude with bad tattoos, and that's a horrible conversation. That's a bad combo. But when you get that majestic, milky mullet and along with the bad tats, it makes up for it, and it just takes a whole nother aura about it, man. It is majestic.
That is a fiery stalk. Looking strong, my man. All right, great to have you as always, brother. Be well, and best your daughter on.
Apology. I have an apology to make. Last week, I told you guys there's 4 things that can't lie: drunks, little kids, film, and yoga pants. I was corrected. And remember, yoga pants, they're a privilege, not a right. Keep that in mind. But I was told by my co-host, Amber Wilson, yoga pants can lie. They now make them with, like, padding to make your booty a little bigger and whatnot. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So scratch that off the list. There are now 3, so we're down to 3. That can't lie. Film, drunks, and little kids. There you go. Yoga pants off the list. Sorry.
All right. I can see where you're going with that. There's a other side of corking the bat there that I understand what you're talking about. So well done. Talk to you soon, man.
See you, Fitzy.
Saying some of these people with the yogas, they're inflating.
They're inflating, and news out of Cincinnati when it comes to one Trey Hendrickson just dropped.
All right, we'll get to that next and Tell the Truth. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Y'all gonna let a gang.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why our agents work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Isn't it time to check Shelter out? Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Remember the old days when football used to have an off-season? Well, we at The Fan think that really sucked. That's why we bring you Austin and Berm, America's #1 resource for Buckeye football conversation, is voted by Fake Surveys Incorporated. Catch their daily podcast called The Beat and their breaking news podcast, Snap Judgments, as they broadcast live from Roosters on Mondays, and they come right to your house and massage your tender areas. They'll do it all. Austin and Berm on The Fan's YouTube channel and 10TV+.
Menards 11% rebate is here. From lighting to lumber, from doors to floors. The bigger the project, the bigger the rebate. From painting projects to that new kitchen makeover and designing that outdoor space of your dreams. Save big on any project you're tackling. Hurry into Menards for an 11% rebate on everything. Mail-in rebate is a merchandise credit check, not a point-of-sale discount. Redeemable on future in-store purchases only. Not on future purchases on Menards.com. See store for details.
Save big money at Menards.
College. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
Truck drivers. Midwest Logistics Systems is hiring local dedicated truck drivers in your area. As an MLS driver, you'll experience the ease of hauling no-touch freight, earning predictable pay, and having a consistent Monday through Friday schedule. Plus, MLS drivers earn performance and safety-based bonuses and have access to a benefits package with health care, a 401k, paid time off, and more. Stop missing out on valuable time at home. Find a local dedicated job near you and apply at MidwestLogisticsSystems.com.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Veterans and active duty service members. When your call to service ends, your mission doesn't have to. Go from GI to IT in just a few months at My Computer Career. Prepare for a high-demand career in cybersecurity, protecting people, systems, and institutions from real cyber threats. Cyber warriors are needed now. Will you answer the call? Go to mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to learn more. That's mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner. VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Tell the truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by McDaniel GM Superstore. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, the truth is that in about an hour and 12 minutes, the deadline will be here for tagging players. And we had talked about this with Shefty, and we all believed that it was trending that Trey Hendrickson would not be tagged. And the sense is certainly that could have changed at the combine and all that, because all these GMs get to go talk to other GMs and find out whether there's a market. If we tag and trade him, is there something there? And it's been all over the place. He's 31 years old. We know he's had some injuries, but when healthy, he's certainly a very, very good player. And the closer that the deadline came, and now we're an hour and 11 minutes away, is there was more likely that he wouldn't be a tag and trade guy, that Duke Tobin, he didn't talk about it with any reporters when we played that sound last week or this week. And I think he said that nothing was off the table, but why don't you break the news?
The news is there's no tag coming. Yeah. It's a wrap. Trey Hendrickson is now an official free agent. Yeah. He can go elsewhere, and fully expecting that to be the case. I think the surprise of all surprises would be him re-upping with him. I just don't think there's any chance of that happening. And so it felt like we were headed this way for a while. Last year, the relationship was splintered in the offseason where they couldn't get a deal done, and he wasn't happy about it then. And so now they're going to move on from a guy that I think will get some pretty significant interest. It'll be funny to see what the contract looks like at this point in his career. But if you're a team that obviously needs some pass rush help, but I think one of those teams or teams that feels like they're close, and he's going to be viewed as, I think, as a chip that can put a team over the top. Won't be surprised if we're hearing some contenders that are really in the mix for one Trey Hendrickson. And now for the Bengals, it's not only him, but Joseph Asai is a free agent as well. And so are they going to shift their focus to him and hit him with it's not going to get crazy amount of money, top into the market type money, but he was a productive player for them. And so they've got a lot of work to do in that D-line room right now.
Listen, the good news for him is that now he can go find out what his real value is. And he's also a very, very good edge rusher. And he's probably one of the guys in free agency. He may be the best. And as far as being a free agent, and then you add that to the draft class, and now all of a sudden teams have options. Like, all right, do we go into the draft and get a rookie? How much value do we place on this? But there's this guy, Trey Hendrickson, that's out there, and maybe we can get him, because if Hendrickson got tagged and the Bengals couldn't find someone to trade for him, they're stuck. That's $30 million on a cap hit for them. Yeah. So I don't mind this letting the tag deadline come and go here in an hour and 10 minutes, because that tells me the Bengals couldn't find a team as a dance partner with them for a tag and trade. It would have made sense for them to try, but this kind of confirms it for us, unless something crazy happens here. But
now you go get one of these pass rushers in the draft.
That's right.
Like that's
they need a replacement.
That's what you do at 10, right?
Yeah.
And you try to pair, I think, another young guy with who you drafted.
Les Downs
last year.
Now that
something on defense, right? You mentioned the Downs thing. I did see this real quick. This quote from McAfee. He threw this out there that we reached out to the Downs family. We reached out to multiple NFL teams. Not one team we talked to said there was anything in the medical that would deter them from bringing in Caleb Downs. So it just seems like it's a silly rumor that's out there. Maybe a couple teams that are below the top 10 slot that want him to fall to them. These type of crazy games get played. So it seems like that can be put to bed for now. But yeah, maybe AR, you go get a Reuben Bain or somebody like that. If they're there for you at 10, you pair him with Shamar Stewart. I'm all about the trenches, so I would not be mad at that if that's the swing that they take.
And then the Chargers aren't going to be tagging their edge rusher. Owe.
Odafe Owe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Khalil Mack is a free agent as well.
He's going to go on the market.
Yeah. He's going to get a pretty big deal because when I think he had around 7.5, 8.5 sacks with Jesse Minter there. So, yes, news flying out of the NFL right now.
I hate when this happens, but at least people think that it is a rumor. And like I said to Ian, I'm not going to side on either side of this. I really don't know. I don't know whether any teams would even admit that they're interested in taking this guy or not. This is so much smoke gets blown as far as like this season and getting into draft time that even if a team did believe that there were some medical questions, I don't even know if they would admit that out loud. Nobody wants to tip their hand one way or the other.
This is coming from a team that wants Caleb Downs to slide to them. That's what I think this stuff is.
We'll find out.
That these teams, like if you're, I don't know, just picking a team, Dallas or Miami or somebody like that you love the player so much that you're going to throw out and try to scare off some teams that are picking above you so that way he can get down to you. It's not going to be the case. I think Caleb's safely going to be in the top 10. And plus, you're going to do your own medical research anyway in your own building.
Well, they're going to find out when he works out even more.
Yeah.
On where they are with this meniscus or even something.
If it is anything, right? At all.
That's right. All right, TLC, that was the breaking news. You take us home now.
All right, I'll just ask you one question. Since it was Combine Week last week, and we were talking about Rothman getting physical in some 25-year-old tackle football games.
Maybe 30.
Maybe in his 30s.
Somebody who apparently was there says, I think you were in your 30s.
We have some documentarians who say that you were in your 30s.
I love it.
What is the most impressive athletic feat you have ever achieved?
I threw the first no-hitter in Pick North history at my high school.
Really?
Yep. It was a Saturday afternoon against Upper Arlington. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Upper Arlington. Yeah, it was Upper Arlington.
Full game or run rule down to 5 innings?
Full game.
Okay.
No-hitter. First no-hitter in Pick North history. Shout out to all my Panthers. Shout out to all my Panthers that play at Ripple Baseball, too.
Freshman, JV, varsity.
Varsity.
We are ending on that. There's
What
nothing.
about you?
I'm not topping anything. I'm not taking.
He got his pool story.
I'm not taking guys.
He beat the 9-ball champ.
I'm not taking a guy's no hitter off
And
the
then
table.
aired it.
That's
when he told him not to.
That's incredible, man.
It was awesome. It was fun.
All right.
Did you say varsity?
Yeah.
Attaboy.
Well, he's at the presser now. He's making sure.
You taught him well.
I want to see what he hits.
At the presser. Got
I was also thrown off by Rothman ducking my question that I had to double back and make sure I heard it right.
No, we're just trying to be on time. Trying to stay on time. Trying to be one of the shows that stays.
This show started at 12:03, so you know.
Oh, that's true. That should
Pay it forward.
That should be documented.
Let's not make them late now.
Yeah,
we got to go.
Shove that in your Oreo pie and stuff it right. All right, we're coming back tomorrow at noon. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.